What's up, everybody? There's Dave Gibson. He's rescued me from being alone and by myself and freaking the.
Well, this link isn't really working for me. I had to go through Facebook to get on instead of
It's working
YouTube.
now.
Yeah, but I can't. It's so tiny on my screen, I can't see anything.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Weird.
yeah. It's not like Mike's links. Mike's links go through YouTube.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. On mine, they do.
No, they don't. StreamYard. It's not YouTube.
Yeah, but it works through. You have the option to use YouTube to get in through the StreamYard link or Facebook.
That's weird. Oh, yeah, I don't know. So you can't see me?
Man, you're tiny. You look like a pin.
A pin?
Yeah, man. I can't see shit. Send me a StreamYard link, not attached to Facebook.
Try copying and pasting the link, bro.
I did. It don't like it.
Huh.
We're having technical difficulties.
Dave's having technical difficulties.
Let me see
wait, that is a weird link. Hang on.
Yeah.
Let me I'll send it to you on the Discord, see if that makes a difference. Yeah? Well, now Dave's frozen. All the technical difficulties. Yeah, I agree. It's now Jazz Bomb only. Well, maybe Dave will figure his shit out. Oh, man. How's everyone? Mike will use this footage why he should be involved in every stream. Hey, Mike's the one that Mike's on hiatus because he's about to have his child. So I don't know how long it's going to be until we see Mike again. I'm going to kick Dave so maybe he can try again. Well, anyway, I think Mike is already camping out for Taylor vinyls. Is there actually Taylor vinyl in this RSD? Definitely want to look at the RSD stuff. Felipe is supposed to join us and show us all the shit he's gotten that he hasn't distributed to anyone yet. Hey, welcome. Hey, Fluffy. Hey, Fluffy, you want to join me so I'm not by myself? Anyone? Anyway, I did get a bunch of CDs in recently from a big order I put in. I've been like selling shit that I don't care about and buying CDs that I may or may not care about, so that's kind of interesting. But I got a stack of them this week. There's a line forming at your record shop already. That's crazy. The ones I go to don't really have. Let's talk about that for a minute. So the two stores I go to don't. I mean, that's not true. They have lines. If there's a Taylor record, they definitely have lines, but there's not. They'll have some lines, but nothing big, you know. Like if I tend to get there, I haven't done it in a couple of RSDs, but I tend to get there at like both those shops open at 10, which is kind of a drag, but I get there like at 7 or so, and I'm usually within the first 10 people for the main shop I go to, which is Panther City Vinyl in Fort Worth. It's a little store. They don't really have much of a jazz selection usually, but they do pretty good for RSD. So I usually go there first, and then I'll cruise over to Doc's, which is a big store in Fort Worth. Yeah, I bet they did. Recycled, I'm sure theirs is crazy. The other ones that's crazy is hey man. The other ones around here that are crazy would be Forever Young, which is the worst store that I've ever been to in the history of record stores, but they have a big thing for RSD every year where people camp out and shit. No matter what's coming out, it's like a thing that people do there. And then I bet goddamn Josie, the big store in Dallas, I'm sure they have a big line. But I've had a lot of success going there like after like in the afternoon of RSD and still finding like jazz titles I was looking for. So, you know, I'm less likely to just go to RSD and buy a bunch of shit like I used to, though. I mean, every RSD before it would be, 10, 15 records I'd walk out with. There's Rob. What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up? You were by yourself?
Yeah, for 5 minutes, it was horrible. It was awful.
Everyone, did it suck?
No, it was great. It was really good. I was talking about RSD in Texas.
Are you going out tomorrow or no?
I doubt it. Well, Felipe said he's going to show up later at some point to look at all the records he's gotten. So then I'm going to tell him which ones I want that he can send me, and then I can figure out maybe what I want to buy.
Well, you're getting one from me, I suppose, right?
Yes, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stay long. I did on my live stream we went over on Thursday, but I kind of have changed my mind. I was going to get up early and go to a store.
Yeah.
But the thought of waiting for 3 hours or more to get into the store, because this particular store only lets in a certain amount of people.
How many days are we going to have?
Hey, Dave 1, can you go wait in record store day line for me? Dave 2.
These links are through Facebook and not through YouTube, so I have no idea what I'm doing.
You're fine. Oh, I took the wrong Dave away. There we go.
There you go.
Okay, so and Record Safari posted a record I would like to try and get. So and everything's right. I think I'm going to go there first, which I've done before. And my plan is to visit 7 stores. And I kind of feel confident I'll eventually get what I want. Yeah. So I just want to enjoy the day. I don't want to wait. And usually Record Safari lets everyone in. Pretty much most of the line. So I'm going to go out around after 7. I'll go.
They don't do the RSD titles there, do they?
Well, here's a funny thing. Record Safari bought every RSD title, and they got every copy they requested. They got large numbers of each.
Yeah.
But they're all at Coachella. My feeling is no one's going to buy any of those jazz titles at Coachella.
You never know.
No. Because those jazz artists aren't at Coachella.
Well, here's a question. Forget about staying at buy stuff of artists. What would you what RSC titles would you even be going for, Rob?
Hold on. So the 2 I want is Buster Williams, and then which I have a pure pleasure of the Charles Tolliver, but I think I would like to get that. That being said, I not to knock Zev, but he kind of ghosted me, so I have no allegiance to him or no.
Don't leave Zev alone. He's a friend of ours.
Well, he can be your friend and not be anyone to me, but a record company dude, because that's what he is to me.
Of course.
So, based on listening and everything I'm hearing, there's nothing stellar about any of his releases. There isn't. They're great titles. They're great musicians. I would like to have them. But the knock on the Bill Evans, which I would generally probably pick up, is the original recording had some sort of distortion to it. So, to your point, I'd rather me get the CD or just stream it.
Yes.
I was listening to the Joe Henderson and go, is this really worth having on vinyl? Maybe not. Even though the music's stellar, he is stellar. So don't get me wrong. I was even listening to the Steely Dan Live, which I have the CD of, and I go, probably not worth having on vinyl.
What the hell is that?
Steely Dan Live in America. It came out when they started touring again. I don't know, 25 years ago or something. And it's coming out on vinyl.
Yes, this is right, Roger.
You're not wrong. And even Roger, who generally goes to some sort of countrified hill people record store, will pick up a record that I want that he doesn't want. So Roger might get the Buster Williams for me, but I generally think I'm in LA. I should be able to find it.
The Buster Williams is going to get repressed anyway, dude. Like, it's obvious.
Well, we don't know that. That's a Muse title. The Strata East will probably get repressed.
Yeah, but it's Zev. He's going to repress it. He represses everything. If it sells, he'll repress it. It's just a fact.
He's no friend of mine, and I can't, even though I trust you implicitly.
Yeah, well, you should. Also, well, I'm going to wait for Felipe to
tell us what he thinks about
the releases since he's actually heard them all.
I can't hear him.
Can't hear me. Jesus Christ. I sent you a link to Discord. Dave, fuck.
Chris just said you look like Charlie Brown, Dave.
Yeah, that's true. I did say that.
But here's the cool thing about Record Store Day and people who don't participate. Stores. Atomic is having 10% off on everything. That's big for them.
Yeah.
Record Safari 25% off everything. So, and I'm going to no, it has a hiss on it. That's or distortion from the original.
Sibylline doing anything cool?
No, they'll probably have. They might have discount, but they'll put out cool titles. I plan on visiting at least 7 stores, so I'm going to go out and support.
Mm-hmm.
And the coolest thing is my local store, which I used to wait in line there. They're one of the few stores who are keeping that list thing, like fill out the list.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone's opening up at their regular times. There's few that are opening up early.
Yeah, I think the one that Mazzy and his crew go to they hand out a pamphlet and say, put your check marks on here, and they have it ready for you when you walk in. I think that's great.
So Amoeba is doing the list, but they're again opening at 11, the regular time.
Mm-hmm.
Record Surplus, my store, doing a list.
Mm-hmm.
They open for distributing the list. You hand in a list, they give you your bag, you buy it, you leave. They open at 11, the regular time for everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
So I go out to Safari, and they open at 9. After that, where else am I going? Because a lot of the store, I might go to Canterbury, which is the store, generally is a store, but they buy everything for Record Store Day. But again, they only let a certain amount of people in the store until they leave, you know?
Didn't you have good luck with them last year, or maybe Piper did for you?
No, we all had good luck. Like Amoebas, they're going to replace all the records on the wall. I went there today.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't doing it yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to go out a lot of the day and visit record stores. Am I going to get up early so I can be disappointed because I don't get the Buster Williams, which is a very good chance, you know? And going back to that thing I said about Safari buying everything for Coachella, I'm making a guess that next week there's going to be a lot of record store records and records.
Right. What they don't sell. Yeah, exactly. That's a good way. And so if you don't get it, you probably will anyway.
But think about this. They bring 50,000 records. Or was it 25? It's some weird number like that. 25 to 50,000 records to Coachella.
No, do they really?
Yes. Whether they
like 25,000, that's insane.
Well, that's what they bring. That's his job and what he brings.
Why can't I hear Chris?
I don't know, but Chris just said that shirt is really distracting him. He can't do. What the fuck is Fluffy doing here? This is ridiculous. He's taking over your spot.
I just came in. I saw Chris all by himself. So
yeah, thank you.
Now
Chris was sweating. Did anyone?
Now there's people. Now there's people. I guess I don't need to be here.
Hey, Fluffy. Oh, good job. Get rid of him.
Tell him to Fluffy. Leave Fluffy alone, damn you. Yeah, that's a good question. Who wants to carry around vinyl they bought at Coachella?
Ricks, you're historically give bad takes. They hold them for you. They hold your bag, and at the end you can go in and get your records. Fluffy should be in Coachella. He's too young to be here.
Oh shit.
What Ryan? I really believe the flipping of records has diminished hugely. I really have.
No, that's not what he's talking about. I disagree with Ryan. So what Ryan's talking about is, I'm so
what's
confused.
going on? It's like a pinball machine in here.
No, it is.
It worked this time, Chris. See, you went through YouTube.
I didn't go through shit. It was the same exact link.
Yeah, but it's whole different way.
You just don't know how to use the internet. That's the problem.
Oh, I'm old. What do you expect?
Yeah, don't expect us to know how to use the internet.
All right, so this was very successful.
Justice for Fluffy.
Where'd Fluffy go? He was just on here.
Oh, anyway, so here, what Ryan's talking about is people that go through and look through the bins, looking at every record instead of being fast and just grabbing what they want.
Well, that's what the list takes care of. I do believe in that.
Yeah,
what I do like is the two stores I go to, they treat it like a concert, like you're getting to the front row, right? Like GA admission. The order you get in is the order you get to go in through the fucking shit. There's one line through all the boxes, so if you're first, you get to look through everything first, and so on and so forth. That's the democratic.
There's a flip side to that, though.
Yeah.
I personally hate the guys that flip so fucking fast
Me too.
That's me.
and go through it. I
Yeah.
hate it. And
But
they're all tall white dudes.
Well, I'm a tall white dude, but I have like a photographic memory, so I
No, you
just
don't.
It's
Yeah,
annoying.
yeah, I do.
They're
Mike.
always waiting
Shut
for
up.
you, and they're always waiting for you to finish up, and you're like,
Well, how about the fat wide guys where I can't reach around them?
Don't reach around them, but that's why I'm carrying extra weight just to keep you.
I
off
didn't
the-
go to the Evelyn Wood School of Speed
You
Record
also have
Shopping.
your
I'll tell you what,
Reach around
I
them.
do get some free records, and if I don't want them, I give them away. Like I'm giving the Jazz Dispatchery to Chris,
Yeah.
and this is going to Roger Tortoise Rider.
There
What
you
the
go.
hell is
He
that?
loves his little feet.
Oh, little feet. I'm surprised Mazzy didn't beat you
That'll
up
be
for
good.
it.
That'll be good.
Oh, actually, Mazzy gets them because I hooked him up with my friend. So
Why don't you
but-
hook us up then?
I'm hooking you up with the Jazz Dispatchery. You
How about
moron.
the craft guy? So he sends us all the shit he sends you.
Well, no, I don't get all the craft stuff. They sent me 2 records.
They don't put out a
They-
lot either, though.
Oh,
But
Rob.
the only reason I get craft stuff is because I write stuff for Record Collector News. If I didn't do
Okay.
that, they wouldn't send. They're not sending me because I have a YouTube channel. Definitely.
Well,
100%.
what they should understand is that we have probably the biggest jazz channel on YouTube that people talk about shit every Friday. Every
Hold
Friday.
on, I've sent people your way, so
I know.
trust.
I'm just saying. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about them, which is a lot more traffic than people reading the Record Collector News. That's for damn sure.
Well, okay, don't bash Jim.
I'm gonna kill Jim over this.
Well, actually, technically,
Dude,
There-
that's shit.
no. He does reach way more than any of even Mazzy people. He reaches more than that with the magazine.
I mean, does he?
So, yeah, he does. He
a
would.
good
I
thing.
mean, people wouldn't buy ads with him if he didn't have proof that he does. But
Oh, that's fair.
let's not go into that
Too late.
about that. But I would, I get some records, but it's only because I write stuff for Record Collector News. That's all.
Because
I
I
believe-
believe your records are up.
I believe that I reach a lot of people with my channel. No
Mhm.
one's giving me records for my channel. No one.
Oh, I
So
don't.
this
I
is a
never
controversy.
get any of the great.
Oh,
There's
I
no
correct
gravy
that.
train over here.
I correct that. Like Joey gave me Dada records because of the channel.
Oh, that's cool.
Correction.
Those aren't cheap. Those aren't cheap records either. Those Dada records.
Hey,
No, they were actually was worse.
Even the
something
RSDs are
today.
expensive.
Yeah.
Randy, I'm going out by myself, but Jim says he might want to come. But tomorrow morning, Jim will go. I don't want to go.
No, Jim's like Hedge Strays. We love Jim.
But I mean, look,
Jim's awesome.
here's the deal. If you can convince 1 or 2 people to buy the record, I believe the record company is justified in sending you a free record.
Well, if you can convince 20 people, then it's like a no-brainer.
Right. And so I think our opinions go a long way with the people that regularly watch.
Yeah, I don't really care that much anymore anyway about certain things. I don't know. It's weird.
That's why I rather just give it away. It's not gonna. I don't want it sitting
Yeah.
around without anyone and not enjoying it.
I just sell them if I don't like them or care about them.
Plus, I like Angelo Kelly sent me an extra record. I did a giveaway. I gave it away. Someone should enjoy that record.
So this guy gets it.
Well, what should I tell you to go out and buy? That Abbey Lincoln record really does sound fantastic. It really does.
All right, real quick. I was thinking about starting a poll.
No.
Should we officially replace Mike with Nicole and get her back up on the stream?
Yeah, that was my vote.
All right. How
But
about this?
Nicole's here; she can speak for herself.
Yeah, well, hold on one second. Don't bully
Oh.
Nicole in coming on screen. Secondly, she was always welcome to come up, and she wouldn't.
All right.
I think Mike ran her off.
Well,
There
she's in
is
a different time zone too. We gotta remember that.
She's in my time zone.
I know.
My
She's in
time.
Brandon's time zone.
Yeah,
I know.
we're the only ones in foreign time zones.
Listen, here's the deal. Nicole should come up every show. She has a lot to offer.
I missed the CD minute with Nicole.
Why
I
don't
got a
you
CD
come
minute.
up,
I got a CD minute for you.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Nicole showed the most interesting stuff
Yeah, she did.
with those CDs because
Her
she's
nuts and
willing to
tones influenced me to get into
explore
CDs.
labels and all that.
I think
Oh,
I buy
no.
more CDs than records now. Actually, I know I do. It's a fact. Like I bought 20 CDs in the last month.
Okay, do you want to see the saddest thing? Can I show the saddest thing? Mazzy just texted me a picture.
Okay.
Oh no.
Here's the saddest thing.
Is it bad? Is it a bad bowl of?
No, it's not a bad picture. People are in line already.
It's not sad. It's fun. People are happy. They're having fun.
Oh, they've been in line and they've been in line in front of Lunchbox since yesterday.
Not when it starts smelling like urine.
We'll get you back up here, Nicole. We'll get you back up here.
You were always fine on screen, Nicole.
You're great on stream.
I'm an introvert for sure.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, can I show some records?
This is another option. This is coming from a paying member of the channel.
Yeah, but he has bad takes anyway.
He said,
They're seriously, Roberto's comments are either questions that he could easily find out the answer himself.
Hey, that's why we're here to provide help. That's why you know we have wiki bums.
Hey, I have a good stack of records. Can I show them? And you can make fun of them.
You can show some of them, yes.
Yes, I will make fun of them.
All right, I know Dave probably wants this. You don't have
Ooh,
this.
I like that.
No, I don't. Well, I'm getting ready to send. Is that a different version of the record I'm getting ready to send you?
Yeah, it's different. It's like
Okay.
their second record. So this is technically not the Frank Wright quartet.
Mm-hmm.
It's the center of the, what is it called? Center of the World?
Yeah, Center of the Universe or something.
Center of the World. No, Center of the World. That's
Center
the name of the
okay.
label. So that's the group that was put together. That is.
What's the name of the production company? It says on the record.
Yeah, but the record that Dave has is called Center of the World, right?
Is that why
Church number 9?
Is that why it looks like they're melting on the cover?
Yeah.
This is your record. I got to get your address.
Okay.
I don't know why I don't have your address sitting here.
Oh, well,
somewhere.
then message me and I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just tell it
so
over the stream.
but it's Alan Silva, Bobby Few, and Muhammad Ali. That's the band.
Was that before or after he had the head trauma?
I don't think Muhammad Ali technically. I mean, he had Parkinson's.
Yeah, because of getting hit in the head.
I've told the story. I was walking like 5 minutes in that direction. 2 cars stop. One stops right behind it. A guy gets out of this car, runs to the next car. It was Muhammad Ali in the heat of his Parkinson's. I was like, what's going on?
Switching cars, man.
Hey, does anyone know this record? And this is Oliver Nelson with this cover.
Damn.
I know. I can't believe no one.
All right, don't keep showing it.
I've seen that record a few times.
It's fantastic. In fact, it was later issued with him wearing a bolo hat and a suit.
Are you trying to get rid of that?
No, I just picked it up. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic record.
I want every Flying Dutchman I see.
Okay, if I find it,
I played it. I didn't remember loving it. So
well, it's like Oliver Nelson, slightly avant-garde big band music.
I like that.
So this is good. I like it. And
it's all boobs.
And it's all solos in each song. John Clemmer.
That is quite a cover.
Maybe
I was expecting too much from the cover.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's quite a cover.
Hold the cover and then sing this to yourself. This is a good record. I think this is like. I don't have any.
Awesome. Yeah, I saw that.
I don't have Red Rodney, but look at the lineup on this. Charles
Barry Harris.
I might have that still. I'm not sure.
This is good.
Obviously, it's a much older session reissued in the 70s.
And read about Red Rodney. Very interesting story to this guy. Obviously, his real name is not Red Rodney, but he went and played with Bird. Bird picked him, and he was like the only white guy in the band.
And he have red hair?
Yeah, and they kind of got that nickname.
When was it recorded?
This is 74?
No, but that's not when it was recorded.
73.
No, the original session
is 73.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. This is a Muse title.
I'm looking.
For some reason, I thought that was a.
Yeah, it was recorded in 73 at RCA Studios.
Yeah. So, and Red Rodney has a very Miles-esque style. If it, here's what you get when Mike's here. We'd be in the midst of a deep Red Rodney dive.
Well, hang on. Go back to that. What songs are they singing? Are they just singing? Are they playing? Is it all bird tunes or what?
Bigfoot.
Don Lee, yeah, Chasing the Bird. Okay, yeah.
And his style is very Miles, early Miles-ish.
He has one record that's worth a lot of money. Like $1,500.
Red Rodney?
Yeah. And then the rest of his records aren't worth very much. I know because Charlie had the one that's worth a ton.
This is a very good record.
That's a good question. I'm gonna go. Hang on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna segue for a moment. This will take me just a second. Oh, shit. Hang on. I'm struggling.
Thanks for blocking. Hey, maybe not having a call up here is a bad idea.
Yeah. So let's see.
She's got her finger on the pulse of about everything.
Can y'all see?
Didn't they issue that? Is that a new issue, the Monk?
I have not seen it. Have you seen this, Felipe?
Ooh.
Oh, it is new.
Thelonious Monk piano solo, Vogue. $28.
Columbia reissued that for Record Store Day like 5 years ago.
This looks like it's
nice
from
cover.
Looks like it's from RTF, which makes sense. Sweet.
Is that a 10-inch?
That's what I'm wondering. It doesn't say that it is.
No,
5, 8
songs.
Well, maybe 65, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's got to be because look how short the sides are. I don't know. Maybe it's not, but the sides are short either way. I don't see any indication that it's a 10-inch, but so that's one. That's cool. What do you think about that, Felipe?
He's
Can't
not
hear you. We can't hear you. Hang on. Is your mic muted? No. Yeah, I don't know. Your mic's not working at the moment. Anyways, there's that. And then that's the second one.
Oh, I think my mic was off. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah.
So what do you think about the Monk?
Looks cool. So they have like how many titles? Is Sam new
Just
ones?
two. Just two. It's that one and then this one.
This looks like a 10-inch.
It does look like a 10-inch. This is Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers. They filmed this. Whatever.
Oh, I need that record.
The femme disparaissant, which means like the gone girls.
Thank you. This is a 10-inch. Okay, cool. Wait, let me go back to this. Did it say that and we're just stupid?
Which is a movie, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Soundtrack.
Okay.
That's the Art Blakey soundtrack.
Oh, that Sahib Shahab record is killer.
That's Sahib Shahab record's boring.
Yeah, but it's already issued.
Hang on. There we go. All right. So yeah, 10-inch, just like the Miles one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll buy this for sure. It just looks cool. So who's?
It's a Blakey. It's the Messengers.
Okay, yeah. Let's see if it says who. People swear blah 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 blah. It doesn't really say.
Yeah, I have a 12-inch of that. I thought.
All right. Interesting.
Who put out the 12-inch? Do you know, Rob?
I have it's a Japanese Fontana. It's Fontana Japanese pressing I have.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
This is interesting though, because it says in the. I was just reading the thing that a lot of these were fragments that they were just recorded as fragments. So Lee Morgan, Bobby Timmons, Benny Golson, Jimmy Merritt. So I don't know if it's 10 inches and it's got 10 songs on one side. Like
what was the year of the recording, Chris?
58.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's a 10-inch with 10 songs on one side.
But does it have scroll down a little on the page?
Yeah. Then songs on the side.
How long
the Ramones record.
Yeah, the songs are like a minute long. So I don't know about this one. I'll have to learn more about this.
Mm-hmm.
Blakey Goes Ramones. Is that what you said?
Could be, yeah. Mid-long songs. That'd be great. I love it.
Hell yeah.
Talking about this record though, Dave. This came out a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have that. I really like his playing, Sahib Shahab.
There's better
I don't know. I dig his tone, man.
I dig everything about him, but that record's boring.
Yeah.
All right, let's
you
go
have
back
a copy,
to my.
You can send it my way then.
I think I already sold it.
Damn it.
Let's go back to my stack. Does anyone know this one? Willie
Yeah, I
Dark?
know all about it. That guy's the dude from Gordon from Sesame Street.
Yeah,
the
it's
first
Gordon
movie-
from Sesame Street who plays.
No way.
That's the first movie he ever acted in.
So
Yeah.
this, did you know that before?
Yeah, because I told you that on your stream when you showed it
yeah.
the first time.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
it has Martha Reeves without the Vandellas, but
That's
it's
cool.
really good, funky stuff. J.J. Johnson, man, it's good.
Mhm.
All right, this is like a mystery pressing. I think it might be Japanese because they did these kind of like
Barry Harris.
listless, but this is good.
Yeah, Mike's whole Barry Harris thing right now.
Yeah, it could bring to a pub and throw some darts at it. It's perfect.
Yeah.
When
Cracks
did
me up.
this? What was Paul Chambers' last record?
I don't know.
'Cause he died
Fortune,
in '69, right?
Yeah.
Can you hear us, Fluffy?
What's the word, jazz bums?
Here we go.
There he is.
yeah, Fluffy.
Shouldn't you be at Coachella?
No.
No.
Hey, this is really good too. I don't know. I only have one doo-doo record. That's
Where'd
that
you
Airs
find that?
Freedom. This is from '83 at this jazz festival in England, and it's fantastic. It's Cape Jazz. It's really
Yeah.
good.
What
Oh, it's great.
Who
Are
made
you-
that?
Yeah, that looks great.
Jicka.
Where the hell did you find that record?
Who's on that? Let's talk about that first.
Who's on here is you got Doo-Doo, Miss. This is singer Miss Panise Saul.
Yeah,
Harry,
this looks good.
Harry. If people don't know Harry Beckett, I have one Harry Beckett record. I think he's from the Caribbean, but he basically is a British trumpeter, and he does free avant-garde stuff and then regular jazz. But Harry Beckett's awesome. Django Bates, Eric Richards, Paul Gamblin, Churchill Jalabi, and Phoebe LeBeer. I think I did well on those. Here's everyone.
I think you should change your first
Man.
name to the first name of that guy on the record.
See, that's the kind of record I like to find right there.
Doo-doo?
I'm
That's
Doo-Doo
right.
Wax.
Or Penis.
Dude.
But this is good. It's Hugh Masekela-ish to
Yeah,
me.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right.
It's not an expensive record, I think.
How's the sound on that? Really good?
Good for a live recording. Good. All right, and this is everyone knows Dave Pike, right? He's one of the moaners when he plays. But this is a record he recorded in Switzerland with mostly all foreign musicians to the U.S. But an original of this is very expensive. This was a 1998 U.S. reissue, and it sounds very good. And it's kind of psych jazz. That's what I would call this.
Cool.
And if you ever see it, grab it because it's
Yeah, he did a few records like that.
This is probably one of the best sounding records I've ever heard. This is a direct to disc.
Oh yeah.
It really is Ron Carter,
Mhm.
even though it was recorded in Japan, flying disc, direct to disc, and Hank Jones and Roy Haynes are on it.
Mhm.
But he's playing awesome. It's
I've
really
only-
Ron Carter forward on this.
I've only seen incredible reviews about
And
that
this,
record.
yeah, it's an expensive record. I found it cheap, but it's pricey.
Wait, so
Yeah,
is that
wow.
like an audiophile
Yeah.
record?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's one of the early audiophile labels. They made like really limited runs, and those records are really, really good.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
cool.
fantastic. I
Sweet.
sent this copy. What? What are you saying, Nicole?
She's saying record store day is every day for you.
Oh, it is. So last Sunday, Fluffy, I don't know where you were at, but at my local record store, Carlos Nino performed with that Aaron I'm sorry, I'm forgetting his last.
Carlos Nino.
No, Aaron Shaw. And I picked up Aaron Shaw's record, which is somewhere around here, which is fantastic. But this is Carlos Nino is normally on International Anthem. This is a private press he put out himself, and it's very. If you haven't gotten into Carlos Nino, I bought a couple of his records.
That's
Very
Yeah. He's been
ambient.
on National Anthem, some European labels as well, and his last record's on Blue Note, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's chill stuff.
So yeah, very ambient, spiritual, and he was very nice. I talked to him.
Yeah.
And his other.
Yeah, you know there was a DJ at the LA radio station for a long time, right, Rob?
Yeah.
That's how he started.
I would say he's like the ambassador to the LA jazz scene.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did that say Marshall Allen
yeah,
on there?
He pretty much
cool.
made, produced, and idealized Andre 3000 record.
You see who's listed there? Tony Parks.
Yeah,
That dude is a killer drummer
Yeah.
that played with Omar Rodriguez Lopez.
And you see that Andre 3000 is there, Jarvis Jones, and all those folks.
So the trio who played last weekend was also this guy.
Surya Arnon.
Yeah, he was great too. I posted clips of it.
Yeah,
So
he's on Surya's records as well.
But to watch Carlos Nino play, he's percussionist and drums, is a very unique experience.
Yeah, he's quite a performer. Yeah.
Has anyone ever heard of this record?
Yeah. My friend Eric Weinbender found a copy in like a Goodwill for $5 or something.
So I have to think this is the only free jazz record that Prestige ever put out.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
It's fantastic, that record.
Yeah,
I've never found a copy.
Late 60s.
So I'm going to tell you the story that Record Safari does a web drop every Wednesday, and I tried to get this and it failed. So I just went on Discogs and found a copy. It really is a good record. It's
not cheap.
But it's not crazy expensive.
Yeah.
So this is good. And then I found two. I have to go find my other copies of these. I found two nice copies of these two records.
That Jewels of Thought gets out.
I'll probably put my other two in next auction. So, all right, that's me. Thank you.
What was the last record you showed? I wasn't paying attention. So.
Oh, I found two really nice copies of Pharoah Sanders, Jewels of the Thought, and then I would say out of all the Impulse Marion Brown records, this is probably the easiest to find.
Yeah.
I got a few here if you want to see them.
Yes.
Okay. So this is thanks to not only Rob for the tip, but Tice, and he's out in Denver, friend of mine, and he does the channel Sound of Minder and on YouTube. And Steve Carlson, everybody knows Steve Carlson. They went to the Denver record show, and Slowlo's always there, who does VinylCon now. And Rob pointed out that they had dead stock of this record, and so they had one more copy left, is what they told Tice. So he picked it up for me. Horace Tapp's got the call.
Yeah. By the way, they're warped. I had to flatten mine.
No, this one wasn't warped.
I picked the wrong one.
Yeah, this one's flat. Because it was fully sealed, and I was
Did yours flatten,
that.
Rob? Did your copy flatten all the way? Like,
it flattened. Yeah, I'm a master flattener now.
Well, he's got a flat. He's got a
sat on it for a while.
Yes.
But this record, this is one of the.
It really is great.
It's one of the pinnacles of anything. This is a great record.
You can pick up the pure pleasure of it of cheap.
They have a pure pleasure, and then I also have this one, which is on Outer National. I have this reissue here.
That's a legit reissue, but I don't know how they.
Is he about to do some kung fu?
Yeah, man, that record is incredible. This is on the level of any of the Sun Ra stuff for me. This is really, really good. Big group.
Yeah, I'm still looking for that one.
He's gonna kung fu the Black Keys.
Now they might still have more dead stock. The thing was they were selling these for $120 on Discogs. And I know, Rob, you said you got them down to 80.
I talked him down to 80.
Yeah, they gave this. Tice was able to package it with all the other records he was getting, so he got it down to 90. But they had 120 on it in Denver. So
go watch my stream on Thursday, Roberto. I know you were there. So what help do you need?
We're gonna talk about the jazz shit that
yeah.
Felipe has copies of.
So Tice also sent me a couple cool records along with that. is VCLT, and this
Right.
one's a Mats Gustafsson record, The Education of Lars Jerry.
Nice.
And I had never heard this.
That's Fred Rodney.
Yeah. So anyway, from 1995, this was recorded. So we'll get into this. I still have to listen to that.
It's Red Rodney reincarnated.
What was very interesting is he got a package. I forget where from. I'll have to ask him. And they put some. They I don't know why they did this, but they have these cut up pieces of Sun Ra stuff, and they attached it to his package as just part of the packaging, and he passed it along to me. And so I keep these two things with my Nidamu record, which is one of the Live in Egypt volumes. So I have the reissue. I don't have the original. But he sent me these, and this is really interesting. So it's like original Sun Ra artwork that would have came with an original El Saturn or something.
Cool.
And then there was this one, which this is the cover of, I think, a different title. But he sent me these, so I keep them with this record. And
So what did they recycled when they printed their covers? They recycled on paper already having things on it.
yeah, I don't know. And this has a $100 Academy Records sticker on it. So at some point, this was part of maybe the record. I don't know. But it's crazy. I don't know what this stuff is exactly. But it probably came from the house in Philadelphia. I mean, this is all handwritten on there, the information on here. So they might have had these with some of their El Saturns at shows for sale. And this stuff just got put in as packaging for his stuff, and he passed it along to me, which is really cool. So I got that. What else did I get? That's all the jazz. I did pick this up the other day on my lunch break. There's a record store near my work, Best of Muddy Waters. It was still in the original shrink, so I grabbed that. I don't know what kind of reissue this is. It's a Chess MCA. The originals are like $100 at least, or maybe more. And I got a Math Rock 7-inch of a band out of Nova Scotia. So that's what I got. Not all jazz, as usual.
What math rock? What kind of math rock?
So this is a band called North of America.
Yeah.
And they're out of Nova Scotia. This is pretty much, this 7-inch is pretty much the birth of that genre. This is from 98. Montesano Records out of Bellingham, Washington, of all places, put records out of a couple bands from Nova Scotia. And it's got 3 tracks. It's fucking great. This spawned a lot of this whole deal. Maybe Don Caballero came earlier out of Pittsburgh.
What's the label?
What's that?
What's the label again?
Montesano Records out of Bellingham, Washington. And they had a list. There's their like order form is still in here, which was cool. And the band Cinemechanica, who I almost went to Europe with on their tour to film the whole tour, I took a job instead, which was stupid. I should have just gone. And they were one of the best math rock bands I've ever seen. They attributed these guys, North of America and Drive Like Jehu, to being their inspirations. And so, yeah, this is a cool find. I mean, this kind of stuff don't pop up.
Fluffy, can you react to this $20 donation from our friend Louis?
You guys have ruined my life more than jazz ever could. Okay, Louis.
Thanks, Louis.
Thanks.
Thank you for the $20. Felipe's happy.
Thank you, Louis. Thank you. I'll use that towards buying your next record.
Yeah.
How much money?
Yeah, exactly.
How much money is it going to take to replace Mike? Like you're going to get a robot?
I don't know. I'm gonna build an AI actually because
Mike will be like 50. You will be like 50 cents, and there you go.
It'll take one Seagram 7 and 7.
I'm thinking about building an AI to start building the streams every week because Mike used to do it. And now I have to do it, and I don't want to.
That would be nice, right? Yeah.
I thought
have a random Felipe inspired, title generator. What is Felipe up to this week? Who knows? Whatever.
Yeah, that's the first time ever Mike's in the title.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's the first. It's reference to the first show ever.
Yeah,
The first title was
absolutely.
Where's Felipe, you know?
Yeah, we're
Awesome.
Oh, cool.
Everything's turned on its head.
Yes.
Mike is at CVS now buying diapers for sure.
Yeah,
Mm.
pretty much.
Stocking up on that.
The real question is, where is Evil Mike?
Now,
Who's Evil Mike?
is he going to now rename the child, Barry Harris as the middle name?
Well,
Or Charles McPherson?
I think I'm not revealing information, but Mike said that the baby has a lightning bolt like right there on its forehead.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay, so now I know that Louis gave us $20, but Roberto gave us $1.99 first.
Yes.
And I don't even know why I'm doing this, but I know that, of course, people have said there's a lot of interviews and videos about Record Store Day, right?
We want to hear the people want to hear Felipe's responses to all the records, though.
To Record Store Day. So I'm not waking up early. I'm not going in line.
You
Good
have
luck.
everything sitting there.
Yes. I when I moved my shelves, I gave like about 300 records to my local store. So I'm not waking up early. They already have records for me, and I don't care. I'm not doing that.
Well, how many records?
Like 2.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? Confused.
They're saving him too.
I'm not getting in line. I asked
He
for
doesn't
a
have to
record
wait in
for me.
line.
He gets to skip the line.
Of course, and I'm gonna be DJing also. So during the day. So
DJ Scrambled Eggs.
yes. So and of course, one of my records is the Taylor Swift record. I'm really getting it, and
Shit.
I'm getting the Ramones record. Okay.
What's the
Nice.
Taylor Swift this time?
I think it's one of the singles for her last record.
7-inch.
I'll just keep it sealed. Yes.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
that's it.
the Charlie XCX one is the one I believe will be flipped, the big flipping
I
record.
don't like her, honestly. I think it's kind of too much, too boring.
That's fair.
I think the best record released in the year so far is Reyes. This music may contain hope, which she's a great British singer. I recommend everybody to check it out.
Do you have it, or is it like straight?
I got the vinyl. Yeah. So the thing about the vinyl is that it was released kind of like similar to the Beyonce, from the Cowboy Carter. The vinyl does not correspond to the digital or the CD one.
Oh, weird.
Yes, so the vinyl was like the first mix. They mixed the record afterwards, and then they released the digital. But I like it. It's a really good record. Recommend it. So the first Record Store Day record, I think I mentioned it's like once or twice. Just let's go by order.
Okay.
It's that Bill Evans of BBC,
Yes.
and you might say whatever, Bill Evans again, Bill Evans this, Bill Evans that. I think there's 2 things about that. First, he's one of the most popular, probably just behind Miles Davis, right? One of the most popular jazz artists. His music really touches people, and he was very, very, very recorded. So this was his gig at the BBC in '65. So there's a lot of the material here from Jazz '65 that came out on Verve. And this band here has Chuck Rose and Larry Bunker. And this band didn't live for too long. So there was actually 2 sessions here, like about 30 minutes each, put together on this one record. It's Bill Evans, one of his most melodic, incredible. The music is amazing here. The solos, I like what Chuck Rose does here on the bass. It's like the bass solos are unbelievable. However, there are tape issues here. You will hear distortions on the very low end and the very high end, at least in my system. Yes.
Yeah. Mazzy's saying the same thing.
Yeah, at least on my crosser here, it didn't play very well.
That's fair.
I mean, at
You
least
probably just need to put a quarter on the stylus, Felipe.
Huh?
Just put a dime on the stylus. It'll make it sound better.
Or while you listen to it, just go.
Just rub some Vaseline on the needle.
Yeah, but I think that in some points it is distracting, but for most of the record, I don't think it's an issue.
Yeah,
it's one of the most beautiful Bill Evans records I had from all this elemental resonance issues. So this is really, really good one. Really good one.
I wouldn't mind getting that on CD if that's the case.
Yeah, CD is going to come out the week after. So yeah. if you don't want to invest on a vinyl because of the tape issues, which I think to me it might distract some listeners, but it might not be an issue for most because the music here totally is worth it.
It's 2 LPs, right?
Yeah, 2 LPs, yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay, and he plays like again a lot of jazz 65 here, some heavy hitters. It's great stuff.
So a
Really
good mix of stuff.
Yes. And the next one, I'm going to talk one more quiz, and then you guys can whatever. And Cecil Taylor unit fragments.
See, I'm interested in this.
Yeah, this was recorded in '69. It's like a quartet. Cecil Taylor, Sam Rivers on tenor and soprano, flute, and Jimmy Lyons on alto sax, and Andrew Cyril on drums. This iteration, this formation of Cecil Taylor unit only lasts for 1 year. And this was recorded in France. So all the tapes are provided by the ENA or INA. So great photographic work, great recording as well. And it's Cecil Taylor as one of his most creative, one of his most, pushing boundaries there. The Jimmy Lyons and Sam Rivers opposition is just really interesting to hear. It's very free, it's very experimental, it's very new. But these guys really knew what they were doing. They were putting together like a great show here. So if you really like Cecil Taylor, if you like these guys here,
Yeah,
I think that's the first time that Zev and Elemental are doing this artist.
Well, Felipe,
So the
did you-
foreword and everything is written by Philip Freeman, who wrote Cecil Taylor's biography 2 years ago.
Mhm.
He had a really long and deep contact with Cecil Taylor over the years. Great biography, recommended. And this is a great example of how far he could stretch. And
what's the venue for that?
it's in France. Let me see where it was recorded.
It's not at Noy de la Fondation May, right?
No, it says Sapley out in Paris.
Okay.
Sapley, yeah.
So it was probably around the same time as this series, that the 3 LP series, because the same lineup.
Yeah.
69.
This is a 69 recording. This iteration of the group only lasted for 1 year.
Yeah. What's the name of the tracks on that?
So evening set version part 1, evening set version part 2, afternoon set part 1, afternoon part 2, and afternoon part 3, afternoon part 4. Very,
Yeah, so it's very similar to these. Very similar.
Yeah.
Long 20-some minute jams, right?
Yes. So I in the 20 minutes range. So what I find interesting about this record is like the exploration that goes on here, how the music stretches, how these musicians, they oppose each other. And I'm a huge fan of Andrew Cyril. I think he's one of the greatest drummer ever. And because he's able to like sort of paint while he's playing. You just feel, you just see it. It's just amazing what he does.
Cyril's a monster.
Yeah, especially with Cecil Taylor. There's a great record that was put by Red Hook, I think 2 or 3 years ago, with Andrew Cyril, Bill Frisell. Amazing record too. So Cecil Taylor, if you're really into like getting to different things for record store, getting out of the regular releases. For example,
what do you think the price would be on that, Felipe?
I'm not sure about the
How many LPs is it?
It's a 3 album set, so I'm guessing around
70.
60 range. I'm guessing
70.
Yeah.
Oh, 60, 70. Yeah.
Yeah. So the third record by Elemental, which I have here, we've talked about it a couple weeks ago, is that the trio, the Michel Petrucciani combo.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think Michel, as I said, he's not underrated. He's like undermentioned, I think, as many others. I think that the word underrated is used very wrongly when it talk about artists that are lesser talked about. I think it's just under-talked, right? So he has an amazing trio with Dave Holland and Andrew Zygmunt, Elliot Zygmunt, sorry. I think just the way he plays. He sounds almost like a guitar player. He's so like out there and pushing the trio. There are great solos here by Dave Holland. It's a live performance by these guys here. It was recorded in Santa Cruz in 1987 at the Combat Jazz Center. Again, brought by Zef Feldman in work together with the guys from Elemental. This is also a very nice surprise. If you're into like getting out of the traditional easy record day releases, I think this year they're offering plenty of options, plenty of things. So it's a great record for discovery. I think I really, if you never listened to Michel Petrucciani, if you want to try something different for Record Store Day, this is a record people should really look into.
I think that's the one Mike wants the most.
Yep.
Yeah, this is probably.
They're also he
Oh,
also
my
has
That's a
a
good
tone
point,
poet,
Felipe.
Huh?
a tone poet coming out this year too.
Yes, exactly.
That's a good point about not underrated, because he was really popular
Yeah.
in the early 80s. He was had a few years where he was huge.
Yeah, he sells a lot of records across labels. He's a very well-known guy. He's just under.
Yeah. Actually, my mom bought one of them because she saw him on PBS.
That's
And
good.
she
Yeah.
brought home the
That's cool.
record, and it's the blue one. I forget what label it's on. It's a live record. It's really good.
Yeah, because that's how I feel about him. He's quite popular. People just don't talk about him.
Yeah. He
Well,
played.
I think
Charles
some of his
Lloyd. He
popularity
played with
sort of
Charles Lloyd.
went down.
He was
Well,
in
Mike-
He played with Charles. He was in Charles Lloyd group when Charles Lloyd, made his return, and he played with Lee Konitz a lot too. Also,
Yeah.
No kidding.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he was big in the early 80s.
For sure.
What's next, Felipe?
So I'm gonna get one more from Elemental, also done with Zep, and I think following the BB King trend, right? That they did. I think it was like last year. So this is Freddy King's, one of the greatest like blue guitar players. So this was recorded live in 1975 at in France also, and group work with Ian A. So it was recorded in Nancy at the Nancy Jazz Pulsation Festivals. So it has Freddie King, Alvin Hempel at live on guitar, Lewis Stinson on piano, Benny Turner, Caleb Emprey on drums. So this is an amazing sound record, such an energetic performance. And if you're into blues or if you want to go a little bit out of the jazz, this is an amazing record to look forward to. And
So you really like that one, Felipe?
Sorry?
So you really like that one?
Yeah, I really like that one, Chris.
Yeah.
I really like that one.
That's
And,
awesome.
yeah, amazing performance pictures. Again, that's what I like about Zev's issues. Record Store David is not only just putting tracks out there, it's just also the care with the photography and the liner notes. So we have liner notes by Wanda King, Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top,
Oh, wow.
Carrie Baker, the book author. So I think we have plenty of material here to follow up with this. There's a triple as well.
Mhm.
Super fun listen, very energetic, you just feel like you're there.
How's it
And
sound?
It sounds great. I mean, most of these records, they're all mastered. They're mostly mixed in France, but they're mastered and cut by Metal Lutens
wow.
Solana.
What? Isn't there a weird record he did? It's like a surfer record where they took him playing and they put it over top of something else.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that record, Rob.
Felipe, you said that was recorded in France?
Yes.
You said Nancy?
Nancy Festival, Nancy Jazz Festival.
Yeah, my friend Merti is from there. It's northeast France, towards
Nancy,
Belgium.
Yeah, Nancy,
Germany.
all the cities there bordering Pas-de-Calais, they all bordering Belgium there.
Cool.
So this is a record that if you want to, experiment on the blues, really nicely recorded, a great performance. Freddie King, one of the Kings, one of the most iconic blues players.
Yeah, he jams.
Right? Yeah. This really, really cool one.
Okay.
Okay. I'll put it down here. Let me get more. So what's next? I'm just going through my notes here. Oh yeah. There is Ahmad Jamal.
Oh yeah.
Live in Chicago. Can you see it?
Yes.
There's a 1976 performance. So Ahmad Jamal is here with John Hurt on bass and Frank Grant on drums. So it's a 70s performance. It's a little different from what we're getting from early 60s and the 50s. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can even tell by his t-shirt, right?
Is he playing electric keyboard?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what can you tell us about this one? Have you listened to this one?
Yeah, listen to this one. I liked it. Great sounding one. It's a later recording, so recording is good. This is a good follow up to his Emerald City Nights. Live at the house in a sense that it shows his different, like a progression, different approach to tones and music, different trio. So I was quite happy with this one, Chris.
Yeah, I want that one.
Yeah, this is a double here. This is a double record.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I love the 70s and Ahmad Jamal shit, so that'd be cool.
Yeah. Very, very interesting. Transfer from master tapes, also done by Matt Lutens. I think most of these recordings don't have to worry much about the sound. People are like, how does it sound? Every single record of those sounds good. It's just that you have to think about the source, right?
Wasn't he Miles Davis's favorite musician?
I don't know about that. But
He was a major inspiration for Miles when he was constructing special kind of blue. The playing there.
Yeah, I remember reading Miles's autobiography, and he was really praising.
Dude, real quick, pause on that. I know Felipe's read that. I got it off Audible like 2 years ago, and I forgot about it. But now that I'm having to go back to work, I've been listening to it, and they got a guy. The narrator sounds like Miles with his super scratchy voice. It's kind of funny. It's
says
fucking
the
awesome.
word
It sounds just like
4,000
Miles.
times.
It sounds just like fucking Miles, and he says "motherfucker" just like Miles would.
Yeah,
so it's fucking perfect, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I love I really enjoyed that book. I really did.
Yeah.
It's very
picture discs. Don't buy picture discs.
Don't buy picture discs. Exactly.
Don't buy picture discs. Don't buy 70s or 80s. Hard rock. There's plenty of issues that don't waste your time or money.
Yeah, no shit. The other thing though about that, I'm on chapter like 4, but it's the first 3 chapters are basically about him being a child and then his time with Bird.
Yeah.
Hey,
cool.
Fluffy, you're out in LA, right?
I'm talking here. Jesus Christ.
Sorry,
okay.
man.
Sorry, Chris.
It's okay. Go ahead.
I was just going to ask him, are you going out tomorrow for the whole thing with Rob or what?
Initially, I was like, nah, but I kind of saw what Safari put out over the past this week, and I'm like, maybe I'll go just to Safari and see what they have.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, let's resume.
So I have one more here. I think this one is fire. People should really take a look into that. It's a Light Upon the Lake, which live at the Jazz Showcase by Yusef Lateef.
Oh, really?
That's good.
Yeah. So here's with Kenny Barron, Bobby Cunningham on bass, and Tutti Heat on drums.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's playing tenor, flute, oboe, and it's amazing too. It sounds really good for the sound quality. Okay.
So is this Chicago, the Jazz Showcase?
Yes, 1975.
So there's been a couple, 2 or 3 that are from Jazz Showcase this time, right?
Yes, exactly. So this is a very, I think, very mature performance where he's like at the top of his game, doing his thing with, some of the top musicians there too. And it's one of the records, one of the most interesting records for this record store day as well.
Awesome.
Is it so interesting you're going to get one of those jackets he's wearing? What are those called?
No. I'm getting yeah.
Let's see it. I don't want to judge the jacket.
Florida. We don't wear jackets here. Robert,
it's from the 70s.
Yeah.
It's a smoking jacket.
But here's the thing. Am I wrong? There were 2 other ones Zev put out that were like European radio concerts that
They were
sound
great.
excellent. Those
They
are
were-
great sounding.
Yeah, there was one. Yeah. And I think honestly, I mean, all those records started. Okay, most of them we know they are coming from TV broadcasts or radio or appearances, and they're recording like small theaters sometimes in Europe. And to me, one of my favorite ones was the one that Zev put out, the Bill Evans in Argentina, for example.
Yeah.
Which are some of his coolest and best performances. I think if you're curious about what those guys are doing with those bands at that specific point in time, I mean, the sound quality, I mean, just like the Sony Rollins we had a couple of years ago, the triple one. I love that thing. It sounds horrible. It's records 2 and 3 because it is but
that was from Norway, right?
Yeah. But still, the music is amazing. The music,
dude, I like that. I like that 3-disc set better than the Vanguard set. Honestly,
right? Yeah. So,
Question for you guys. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, go
How
ahead.
many of you guys liked the Ronnie Scott's Bill Evans?
no one, because everybody knows that one sounds.
Yeah,
like
it was
shit.
horrible. What a bad record to bring up, Fluffy. Should you be here?
I'm sorry. I was just curious.
Oh, do you have it? Do you like it, Fluffy?
I have it, but I haven't spun it in years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I think that says it all.
Tape recorder right near Jack DeJohnette's ass.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
yeah. But here's one of the most like probably desired.
And he ate Taco Bell the night before. What happened?
Yeah.
Anyway, come on.
Yeah. Here's probably one of the most desirable ones, right?
Okay.
Waldron, Stardust and Starlight.
Oh yeah.
Right?
That's
Live with the Death Showcase as well. This is a 1979.
Okay.
Oh,
Who's
yeah.
on it with him?
He's with Steve Rodby on bass, Wilbur Campbell on drums, and Sonny Stitt on disc 2.
Oh, let's fucking go with Sonny Stitt.
Yeah.
Nice.
So most of this record, you're gonna feel like it's almost like a solo piano record. Okay, a lot of technique, very fast playing, very melodic as you can expect from our Waldron. But I think that really the highlight here is on side 4 when you have Sonny Stitt playing on 2 tracks with him. He's playing Old Folks and Stardust. That thing is just like fire. Most of the record sounds like a solo album. It's very the drums and the bass that don't come so loud in the mix.
Yeah.
On the tape, but still, if you're into Mount Waldron, if you want to hear him actually playing, expressing himself, experimenting, that's an amazing album. But if you're there for like a nice jazz group, go for the side 4.
Hey, Felipe, did you hear? Because Zev put out a Mal Waldron live solo. But he only put it out on CD.
Okay.
I have it, and it was a radio show performance. That sounds. I highly recommend people listen to that.
Yeah, this one sounds really good for the conditions and everything. Not an issue there. Don't worry about the sound of it. Just think about it's recorded Jazz Showcase. But the end of the record is just amazing. Side 3 and 4, I like disc 2 better than disc 1.
Okay.
Is that in Chicago?
That's in Chicago, a Jazz Showcase.
Yeah, because they found this and put this out too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What,
That was
last year, or the year before?
Yeah, that's 1979. It's not a disco album, but it's really good. It's really good. They did a great job here with all the liner notes, the information, the pictures. Really cool pictures out of Mount Waldron here.
Oh yeah.
Here's some of the.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that should sound good because I mean they use this from the same venue and it sounds incredible. The Sunround.
Yeah. It's really good. I mean, I think this year, I mean, they have been doing great stuff, but Zev and the whole production guys, they did a terrific job in picking up titles and performances, and it just looks like they're going to keep going.
You can frame that. Put it over your mantle. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So another one that's probably one of the top references from people there. It's also a jazz showcase. This one was recorded in 1978.
Man, they really rated the Jazz Showcase archives for this.
Yeah, a couple months before I was born.
If you watch Mazzy's interview with Zev, he says there's thousands of recordings.
Oh, they have a lot. Yes. So that, of course, Joe Henderson.
Yeah.
I think this is probably my number 2 pick of all of them.
Okay.
So here you have Joe Henderson, tenor sax, Joan Burking on piano, Steve Rodby on bass, and Dennis Spencer on drums. And it feels like a whole career spanning Joe Henderson. He's playing Mr. PC, Inner Urge, Invitation, Relaxing Camarillo, Round Midnight, Isotope. There's a little bit of everything here.
That's awesome. Who's the band?
So the band is John Burking on piano, Steve Rodby on bass, and Dennis Spencer on drums.
Jesus
Yeah, that
Christ,
Brackeen is she's so good.
This record is
that the
fire.
same? Is that the same group from what is it, Ancient whatever?
Yeah, that's such a great record.
Yeah. So here it is.
Yeah.
So this record is fire. Again, also done by Matthew Lutens. So given the material they had, he squeezed the best out of it. So that's not a concern you guys should have. How does it sound? It sounds okay. It sounds as it should sound. So great company material.
Who's on the? I got Ancient Dynasty right here. Who's the band?
It's Joanne Brackeen.
Steve Rodby and Dennis Spencer.
No, it's different because
it's
Eddie Gomez.
yeah.
Eddie Gomez and Jack DeJohnette are there.
Yeah. So it is a great testimony to the greatness of Joe Henderson at this point in his career, 70s. I think he probably had already reached his peak, let's say.
Nice.
But it's an amazing album. So to me, this is my number 2.
How many records is that one too?
It's a triple, so be
triple.
Nice.
Be,
Yeah.
be ready to shell off some money there.
Yeah.
Break the bank.
Here's Joe asking for your money there.
Yeah, exactly.
Here, I went and found that record that I've had forever.
Is it related?
Yeah, it's the Petrucciani.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
It's a trio with 4 originals and 2 standards.
That's a cool cover.
Who's playing with him on that?
Elliot Zigman on drums and Palle Danielson on bass.
Oh, that's good. That's a good group.
I'm guessing he's Dutch.
Yeah. He's on a lot of ECM stuff.
Mm-hmm. Cool. All right. So following up, keep going. This one is on the Time Traveler label, which has been releasing also the music reissue, new reissues that Jeff has been doing. That's Terry Callier.
Oh, that'll be fantastic.
So this was recorded also at the Old Town, Chicago in 1967. It's a solo performance by Terry Callier, vocals and guitar only.
Oh, wow.
That's one of his most energetic performances. Yeah, this record really grabs your attention, really makes you feel like you're there. It's a very intense, beautiful, melodic performance. And yeah, one of the greatest surprises, I think, of this record store day, the Terry Callier. And it was really nicely restored, also cut by Matthew Lutens at the Mastering Lab. And liner notes by Mike Ruffin from Sirius XM program director. His daughter, Sunny Callier, she works also as an executive producer in the record. So Zep did an amazing work here. Amazing work. And I think if you're not familiar with Terry Callier's work, you should definitely check it out. It's a beautiful voice and acoustic guitar album, blues album. Okay. All right. Let's keep going. There's 2 record survey, and one is just my pick of the week. Pick it up here. I'll publish later, Chris. So another Time Traveler record, of course, it's a Muse, right? It's Buster Williams, Pinnacle.
Yes.
So I think this title is grabbing a lot of people's attention. It's a record that Sounds amazing. He has Woody Shaw and Sonny Fortune. That's not so easy to find Muse release. It also had Onage on gums and Billy Hart on drums. And what I can say, Guilherme Franco, Brazilian on percussion. There's some voices here as well. So, I don't like vocals. Dude, shut up and listen to this. So,
Is that an exclusive or is that a?
It says it's an exclusive.
I think it's an exclusive, yes.
Yeah, but what is the? Wasn't the Pharaoh Sanders Strata East an
Yes.
exclusive?
Yeah,
So
but there's a
that
different
doesn't
label
mean
and
it will
everything.
be
Yeah.
pressed again.
Yeah, those are different labels. Yeah, so
No, I know. I'm just never at the understanding of how Record Store Day says something will never be pressed again or will be.
They can't. That's what happens.
Especially go ask Rhino about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So this is it's a very important, very nice and cool Muse release that they're putting as an exclusive for Record Store Day. They have been doing amazing work with Muse. It just the records they're putting out. I mean, everything that I had the chance to compare to originals, those things really blow them out of the water. To use an audiophile expression, I love it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so this is coming out tomorrow for Record Store Day 2. Check if your record store has it, and yeah, recommend it. There's a few Buster Williams recorded a few records for Muse. I have some other ones, not this one, an original, but yeah, this thing is really worth getting. I love
Sonny
it.
Fortune goes off on that.
Yes, exactly.
The
Yeah.
Buster
good.
Williams Muse records, most of them are pricey. There's maybe
Yeah.
one or two that are not.
Yeah, there's that one kind of with the collar with the teeth. That's not too expensive. That's kind of cheap.
I got
the
lucky
one that
on
looks
that
like
one.
he's at a 70s disco outfit.
Yeah.
Is that the one you're
Yeah,
talking about?
yeah, exactly.
The one where he's
And,
walking with two paint cans.
Yeah. And
This
this one here, I'm gonna say is probably like the most recent ones. It was recorded in the year 2000 in Bern, Switzerland, on May 4th, which happens to be my birthday. So this is, of course, I'm talking about the Roy Hargrove
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
live in Bern. I think this record is gonna grab a lot of attention there. There's a first pressing of 3,000, so don't worry. If it sells out, you're still gonna be able to get more copies. There's also on Time Traveler that's been doing the Muse series. He has Willie Jones third on the drums, Larry Reese on piano, Sherman Herbie on alto sax, and Gerald Cohn, great bass player. It's an amazing performance. I love Roy Hargrove. I have his other Record Store Day releases. Of course, this is a recent performance, so it sounds great. Of course, it's a digital recording. He did a great work remastering this. Great sounding. And Roy Hargrove, I think, was one of the last greatest guys to push boundaries, to fuse, be able to fuse different styles and bring things. I mean, he went from traditional jazz to Cuban music to hip hop. He was involved in some of the best neo jazz records of the early 2000s, and he was also doing his own stuff. Very, so he was a very prolific and talented player. So this is my number one pick for Record Store Day. And
Number one, okay.
Doing that, yes.
Yeah.
That's your number one too, right?
They actually
Mike?
have the documentary film they have a lot of film of that recording, and they're going to do a screening at the Jazz Gallery, and before they show the film, Zev and some of the musicians that played on it are going to
Cool.
Yeah.
moderated by Nate Chan. Yeah.
So you're going to that, right?
It depends on how I feel. I'm just like a little under the weather.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Roy Hargrove to me is just one of the coolest and most interesting and unique players from the last 30 years, I'd say.
Yeah, if I go, I'm going to be looking for that one.
Yeah, and they're probably going to repress this. And lastly, Donald Record Store Day. I've been to a lot of this week. He's going to be coming here next month. I'm going to be going there to see him again. And I couldn't be talking about any other record other than Maiden Voyage.
Oh, hell yeah.
So if you haven't been listening to it recently, I think it's a good opportunity to listen to something that kind of takes into a trip, right? It's a maiden voyage, it's an actual voyage, a trip. It's so refreshing and so calming, and I think it makes you think and wonder. It's a record that I always go back to it, and this week has been very important to me for many different aspects. And he has a decent band as well: Freddie Herbie, George Coleman, Ron Carter, and Tony Williams.
What is that, like a OG or what?
Yeah, that's a first stereo. That's a stereo first. Yeah, there's a New York press.
Very nice.
Yeah.
What number is that one?
This is a 1965, I think.
No, I mean, what number is it?
This is 4195. It's almost 4200 series. It's not, it's a so late release.
That's good.
Catalog. And just to highlight, I mean, Herbie Hancock is 86 now, and he's still playing. He's touring. He's going to be here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw him here in Charlotte, I think, was it last year or the year before?
Me too. Yeah. I saw him a couple years ago, a year or two ago. I'd go, if he's touring again, I hope he comes here again because I'd go see him again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. The drummer he had was a young guy. Killer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So one of our patrons wants you to read this for some reason, Mike.
No, the answer is no.
No?
No, he wouldn't have been a great candidate for Jazz Lincoln Center. Jazz, being the head of an organization like that is just not a musical position. You've got to be able, you've got to be able to talk to, you've got to be able to communicate.
What about just being in the band at Jazz at Lincoln Center, though?
Huh?
What about just being a member of like the band at Jazz at Lincoln Center?
Just being a member?
Yeah. No, though, right? I mean, I don't know. It seems like
why can't it just be that Roberto makes horrible comments?
It's not a horrible comment.
It's not a horrible comment. I just being a member. I mean, I just think I don't think he was suited to be a member. I mean, I mean, not that he's not a great player, but he's got his own thing, his own vision. And Winton's got his own vision. It's nothing bad about either one of them.
Yeah.
But
well, maybe this is a better question.
I doubt it.
Was Hargrove involved in education at all? Did he teach?
He did it in his own way. Yeah, Roy would show up at like clubs and just do at jam sessions. And and just play and talk to young musicians in that way, not in like a formal academic sense, like musicians that teach at universities or like formal programs like Jazz and Lincoln Center.
Yeah,
but I mean, running an organization like Jazz and Lincoln Center, you've got to hobnob with people. You're asking for money all the time. Yeah. It takes a rare individual to to do that type of fundraising.
Who do you think can take over?
Huh?
Who do you think should take over?
That's hard. I mean, Christian McBride might be a good candidate, but it's going to be a tough call. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting.
Cool. There was another question I thought. Let's see. No, maybe not.
Fundraising it's a crazy gig.
Are there any names kind of out there floating around yet? Do you think?
I haven't heard heard.
Me neither.
A word.
I think McBride makes sense though.
You're welcome for me telling your take was bad, Roberto.
But it wasn't. Everybody talked about it.
You're horrible too, Chris.
Whatever. I don't care. All right, what's next? I got some CDs. You want to see CDs?
Yep.
I need notes and tones input on most of these. I haven't even heard most of them yet. I bet he has. So let's see. Look at the ones I've actually listened to.
I'm just gonna grab my water.
All right.
I heard Stephen Miller might take over.
Stephen Miller. God, I hope not. We don't need like Nazi music at Lincoln Center, do we? All right. So here's the first one. I think might be my favorite that I got so far. I've never heard of Uli Lenz, but
No, I haven't.
obviously I've heard of Cecil B and Joe Chambers.
What label is that?
This is on Inja. So this is those three guys. It's Sweet Basil in '89, I guess.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, there's a little picture of the band. I don't know if you-
How do you not buy that when you see that lineup?
Yeah, it's really cool. They're doing a bunch of different tunes. Let's see if it says on here. So they
What
did,
does Uli Litz play? Piano?
he's
Or
a piano player, yeah.
piano?
So it's a piano trio with freaking Cecil B and Joe Chambers. That's why I bought it. I was like, I don't care if Uli Lenz could be holding like the fucking shit can. Who cares? Those two.
What year did that come out?
89. It also was, I think it was an album too, because I think it says somewhere on here that like, yeah, the CD features 2 additional selections from the LP. So this was an Inja record too. That I'd never seen it. I couldn't find anywhere to stream it either, even on like YouTube. But there's they do Freedom Jazz Dance, which is a great Eddie Harris tune. Inner Urge is one of the extra tunes on here. Sophisticated Lady. It's really good. Really, really good.
Where'd you get it?
I don't know, on Discogs. I bought a bunch of shit from this one dealer on Discogs, like 10 CDs and a few albums. But anyway, Uli Lenz was really great though, so I would check out. He had a couple of albums, I think, on Inja as well. So yeah, and it says Horst Weber presents. Who the fuck's Horst Weber? Is he like the Inja guy or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another guy on there. That did Inja. He was the A&R guy for Inja, and he recorded for Inja too. A Goose, whatever. He played marimba, and he ran a club in New York called Visiones.
Cool. Yeah, I haven't heard that. I haven't heard of him either. All right,
Maybe Horst Weber could take over at Lincoln Center.
maybe so. He's probably dead. I don't know.
But his dead body would do a good job.
This is really good.
That's
I
good.
like
That's
that.
really good. That's
Oh yeah.
Maroons, Jerry Allen. So it's her with Wallace Roney, she was married to him at the time, I think, right?
Wallace Rainey?
Yeah, Wallace Roney.
Yeah, they were married. I don't know.
Oh yeah. He passed a few years ago, didn't he?
Yeah, so she. Marcus Belgrave on trumpet, Jerry Allen piano, obviously. Anthony Cox bass, Dwayne Dolphin on bass. There's a couple different groups, I guess.
Yeah.
Farine,
Mhm.
how do you say it? Farine Aklef?
Yeah, I think you're pretty close.
Yeah, drums, and then Tani Tabal on drums too. So 2 different groups. This is really good though. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I think if I recall, some of it's just trio too. She does.
Yeah, I think
It's
you're right.
not like everyone's playing at the same.
Yeah.
How many
Yeah.
albums did she do for Blue Note?
I don't know. There's a few. And there's also other shit that me and Mike were talking
One
about.
that
Like,
came out as an 80.
yeah,
double.
they did it was her. Who was the one we were looking at? It was her, Paul Motion, and
Charlie Hayden.
Charlie Hayden. Yeah, there's like a live Vanguard CD that they did that's impossible to buy.
Hell.
Yeah, that's DIW.
Yeah,
That's got
but
great.
Rob pointed out that on Dusty Groove, there's a issue of other tracks that weren't on there that you can buy for like $20.
You could buy the CD, but it's on
Right.
streaming services.
Yeah. So
You can
anyway,
stream it. I've been listening to it in the car.
you think Wallace was an early COVID casualty? I think that's right. I think I looked at that the other day.
He was.
Yeah, he was young too. He was like 50 something.
Yeah.
This one's excellent. This is on Soul Note, which I unintentionally bought like 7 Soul Note records.
Unintentionally.
Yeah, I wasn't on purpose. So this is Don Friedman Trio, The Days of Wine and Roses.
Mm-hmm.
That looks really interesting.
It's
Yeah, you
fucking
just showed that
awesome, dude.
on the thing, right?
Who's
Yeah,
the
that's-
band? Who's his
Let's see.
who's his band?
Who the fuck is it? Something
I
about
love Don Friedman.
Don Friedman piano, Marco Ricci on bass, and Guillaume Prina on drums. So a couple of Italian dudes. But this is really, really good. So it starts out like just real beautiful, standard, Days of Wines and Roses. I think it's kind of crazy a little bit, which is awesome. Like they do some kind of experimental sounding shit. But I would highly recommend this. I don't know if this is available on LP or not. Let me see. It says on here. No, I didn't say. But anyway, really enjoyed that one.
Label that's Soul Note, right?
Yeah, it's Soul Note, yeah. So,
I've never seen the LP, but it might be out there.
Yeah,
I haven't heard many bad Soul Note or Black Saint records. They're all pretty good.
That's fair. And then this one was cool. I hadn't heard of this guy, Mark Helios. Helios, I think is how you say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's a bass player. I wasn't really familiar with him at all, but he's done like all kinds of shit.
I love that cover.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
Absolute fuck ton of shit. So I got it because I saw Tim Burns. Tim Burns, the guy I've been getting into, is on it. Robin Eubanks is on it. Victor Lewis is on it. I saw Greg Osby's on it. So I was like, okay, cool. Herb Robertson and Nana Vasconcelos.
That's an excellent group.
Yeah, and it's I'm really interested in his music now. It kind of reminds. I don't know. It's kind of a Vandermark type thing to me, as far as like the kind of experimental shit they're doing on here. But it feels like it's composed. It's still like improvised, but there's like some composition there. I don't know, and like cohesion, I guess. So yeah, I really like this a lot. This one I don't know about. I listened to half of it today. This is a Mark Dresser 4-screen. This is on Soul Note or Black Saint. Soul Note.
I think Mazzy posed for the cover.
Maybe so. Yeah. So he's a bass player as well.
Yeah, I just picked up a Mark Dresser solo bass CD.
Yeah, like I said, I've only listened to a couple of tunes, but it's him. And here's where I'm kind of off on it a little bit. Theo Blackman does voice on here.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
I know something.
Is he the new Leon Thomas?
No, Leon Thomas would be an improvement probably. He's like singing like an instrument. Like there's not words. He's just like
Bobby McFerrin in it.
Yeah, but not. It's just. It's fine. But then Dave Douglas is on here. That's why I was kind of interested in it.
Hey,
what?
Well, I think Jacob has found our new jazz director of Lincoln Center. Have you met him, Jacob?
Who, Mark?
No, he said it's the jazz director of UC San Diego.
Yeah.
The guy you just showed is the jazz director at UC San Diego.
Okay, cool. What does that have to do with the film?
He could take over at the Lincoln Center. Come on, stick with
anyway.
He's got qualifications.
I guess. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know.
If it's better than Roberto's.
I'm gonna have to listen to this whole thing, but the voice, I don't know. I don't know about that. What do you have any thoughts on that dude singing, Mike?
I haven't purchased any of his albums with him singing on it.
That's fair.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
I didn't knock Leon Thomas. Chris does.
No, I love Leon Thomas.
I have no Leon Thomas.
I've turned the corner on Leon Thomas. Leon Thomas is fucking awesome. All right, the next of these we'll go through a little quicker because I haven't listened to any of them. This is also a Soul Note. But actually, I streamed this one before, but I thought it was awesome.
I have that. That's good. I have the vinyl.
Mal Waldron, Dave Friesman.
I think they did 2 records together.
Yeah. So it's weird. He's playing an Oregon bass, which is a bass pickup courtesy of Don Underwood, or whatever the fuck that means. So I don't know. I guess it's the pickup he's using on his bass that makes it an Oregon bass, or is it Oregon the band? I don't know.
David Friesen.
Oregon bass. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I think that's just the brand.
Yeah.
What label is that on?
I think on the Muse recording they did. There's a picture of the
Fluffy,
bass.
wake up! It's Soul Note.
Shut up.
Okay.
Shut up, bro. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to this one. Obviously, this is called Dedication. Next one is the Kenny Wheeler Quintet.
Oh, fuck yes.
Anything that Kenny Wheeler does is awesome.
Yeah.
Fluttered by Butterfly. So it's him. It's a shit. Why did they have to have this stupid font? I can't even read it. Stans Valsman. I don't know. John Taylor, Dave Holland, and Billy Elgart.
Kenny Wheeler's a badass.
I like the cover. It's like Terry Gilliam art.
Yeah. So that should be cool. Yeah, that's it.
His sister is the actress Diane Cannon, I think.
Who?
Dave
Kenny Wheeler?
Yeah, I think that's true.
Sounds
His
like
sister is an actress. I think it's Diane Cannon.
that. All right.
Yeah, if it's anybody's related to anybody, it's Diane Cannon.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, Marshall Solal.
So who's he playing with on that?
It is Marshall with Mark Johnson on bass and Paul Motion on drums. So,
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
No, that's worth figuring out.
Yeah. So I mean, I've got a record or two, and I liked them a lot. It's another
That's a soul note?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I got a whole collection now.
Oh, I like how they're all the same.
Yeah, dude.
Spines.
This one I'm super excited about. So this is one of my favorite dudes, Enrico Rava, the Rava Electric 5. I don't know anything about this, but it's super interesting. So you got obviously Enrico Rava on trumpet and flugelhorn, Gianluigi Travesi on alto sax and bass clarinet. Hello. Roberto Cecchetto on electric guitar. Domenico Callier on electric guitar, Giovanni on bass, and then UT Gandhi on drums. So some electrical instruments.
What style of music is he playing on that?
Oh, I haven't heard it.
Well, don't get angry about
He's
it.
playing electric free jazz, probably. I mean, look at it. Look. It tells you everything you know. He's got a cigarette. So.
Is he a cigarette?
Yeah, he
But-
got a cigarette. Enrico Rava's badass, dude. Come on.
Yeah, but I'm just curious because it's electric. That's
I don't
all.
know. I haven't heard it. All right. This one, these two got.
Maybe you should listen to these CDs.
Dude, you just showed 10 records you haven't even heard yet. What are you talking about? You do it
I
every
listened
week.
to all of them.
Mar.
Yeah.
So this one's been on my want list for like 2 years for some reason. So I bought it. Dave Douglas.
What's the group? I know I have that. I mean, I have the
Parallel World. So it's Dave Douglas, trumpet,
years.
Mark Feldman on violin, Eric Friedlander on cello, Mark
Yeah.
Dresser on bass, and then Michael Sarin on drums.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that the Tiny Bell? No, that's not the Tiny Bell trio.
Am I wrong? Does that Dave Douglas guy play with your Vandemark dude?
I don't know, maybe.
No, he plays with John Zorn and Masada.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
Actually,
got like a bazillion records too.
yeah, I saw him. Yeah, I saw him at Big Ears. It was the last performance that I saw at Big Ears, and in the hotel we stayed in, a lot of the musicians were staying there. So when we were leaving early in the next morning, because we were like afraid of the TSA situation. He was leaving also, and they had a van to take the musicians to
Venues.
the airport.
Yeah.
And so the van pulls up, and he says to the van driver, "Am I the only one going?" He said, "I thought there were a bunch of other musicians supposedly leaving today." And she said, "No, you're the only one." And he looked at me and my wife, and he goes, "You guys want to ride to the airport?"
Okay.
And I was like, "No, we had our Uber was already on the way." So
Damn.
You should have canceled it and rode with him, man.
yeah. But that was pretty cool of him.
I'm a little
Yeah.
lucky, so shut up. Fluffy's paying his dues on the stream right now.
Hey, Chris,
Yeah, Loki.
you have this Rava record?
Yeah, of course. That record's great. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
gonna say
Now,
that you have this-
my
this
favorite
one's
is
really good.
the one with him and oh fuck, I can't remember that ECM. It's like $5. It's awesome.
Yeah, this is a cheap record. I got this. I actually got this at Glass House in California.
Yeah, you bought it and then you ran out of the store.
That's
No,
a jazz
that was-
record, Dave?
This was at Glass House.
Yeah. That's good jazz record. Yeah.
Interesting.
Then I got another Dave Douglas record because I figured I'd get some multiples of his stuff. So.
Yeah, I have that one. Actually, I didn't have that one in my collection, but on his last sale,
Yeah.
like the Greenleaf stuff, even though that's a Soul Note record,
Mhm.
that was included in the
Oh, cool.
Greenleaf sale. And that they do a lot of sales on that label,
Oh, that's how I know the Dave Douglas because you always mention when he has sales.
Yeah,
Exactly. That's why I got into him. So
I picked it up, but I mean, I haven't gotten to it yet.
Didn't he put out an album last year's Record Store Day, or was it the year before?
yeah.
Yeah, last year. Yeah, yep. That was the group that I don't know if it was the whole group, but they performed at Big Ears. It was him, James Brandon Lewis, Temeka Reed, and I can't remember the other two. And they're performing at the Vanguard in May also.
Hey, you guys, I got a jet. I kind of just came on because Chris was by himself.
Well, thank you.
I'll see you guys soon.
See you
Later,
there.
Brandon. Good
All right,
seeing you.
last one. Then Fluffy's going to show records. Okay.
Oh yeah, shit yeah.
Super excited about this too. So I'm getting into this dude too, Tim Byrne.
Yeah,
Tim Byrne,
I have
that
that
guy
one.
that
That's cool.
he was never played an instrument. And then in 1974 he heard doggone AD
Let me
and
see if I can find it.
moved to fucking New York, hunted down Julius Hemphill and learned to play the alto sax and that was like
No
5 years
shit.
later he had his own label. Yeah. So this is
Wow.
another soul note.
Yeah,
This is soul note of Black Saint. Let me see. That's soul note. So this is
I have that
this is,
record too.
you have the record too? Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Let's see the record version. What do you think about it? Because I haven't even heard it yet.
It's good. It's like free jazz, right?
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've listened to this, but
Yeah.
I found this at Amoeba like a year ago or 2 years
Yeah.
ago.
So it's him with Paul Motion, Ed Schuler, and then Herb Robertson on Herb Robertson. He's playing pocket trumpet, cornet, flugelhorn, and Tim Byrne. I did sample this. This is some wild shit. Most of his stuff's pretty crazy, but it's really good. So looking forward to listening to the rest of that. So anyway,
I'll pick that up then. I didn't know that backstory.
yeah, dude.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
It's kinda
He's
like
got all
Miles
kinds of
going to
shit.
New
I
York
told
to
you to
find
buy the
Parker.
shit before, man. You got stuff to show,
Hey,
Fluffy?
Yeah, Fluffy, say something smart.
Hey man, I'm just here because Chris was lonely and
Yeah.
I felt bad. But I'm on the
Thank-
same boat as Chris where I have just a ton of stuff that I haven't listened to yet. But I'm willing to show.
Yeah.
Lately I've been wet cleaning my records again. And I've bought a bunch of records that I still need to listen to, but I'll show a stack. We'll start off with this one right here. Yoshi
yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yamamoto.
Is that the new repress of that, or is that older?
No, it's like a early repress
Oh, cool.
from the 70s.
Nice.
But yeah, I've really been into my Japanese music as of late of this year. And so Japanese jazz has definitely been a part of what I've been listening to. Here's another one that I listened to.
Man.
Yeah. That's
Is that
great.
an original?
It's another early repress.
Early? Ooh,
Yeah.
That's
Looks
John
good.
Gilmore.
Yeah. And Chick
Oh.
Corea as well.
I need that record.
Mhm.
Buy the
Yeah.
Chick Corea Blissful. It's like $10, dude. Same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, Dave, I think a couple weeks ago you showed an Akira Sakata record. And I have this
fuck
one right
yeah.
here that features him.
Oh, cool.
Oh, what is
Do you know
that?
this one?
No.
This features Akira Sakata on it, but it's a double LP from like the 70s, and it's like face melting jazz.
Okay.
yeah.
Send me a link to that in the Discord,
Hey,
man.
that's copywritten by the Waxed.
No, it's not.
I like the cover.
Yeah, I'm
kinda scary.
that's moving up the list of my wants already.
Yeah.
Settle down.
Well, Sakata, man, that guy's intense. Like, just
Yeah.
so good.
Wait, do you have this one? Let me see if I have it.
What other ones you got?
But he can't hear what we're saying. Make fun of Fluffy.
So this is one that came out like a few years ago that also has him.
Oh yeah, I remember
This
this
is-
coming out, but I didn't get it. Damn.
That's a freaky cover too.
Mhm.
This is also face melting.
What is that? Like a couple
When
of
Fluffy
giant
goes to
lines?
sleep, all those things come alive.
Yeah,
True.
yeah.
Dude, you got some serious business over there.
But this is cheap. This is like a $20 record. You could still find it on Discogs.
Nice.
Double LP, also face melting.
Damn.
Yeah,
Copyright.
a lot of these. Oh, I think Mike Notes and Tone recently showed this, or maybe a while back. But I've also
Okay.
been into my Horace Tapscott and the what is it called? The Pan African Orchestra.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to this yet, but I'm excited to
Mm-hmm.
finally clean this one a few days ago.
Sweet.
But this is cool.
How do you clean them in the dishwasher?
No, I have the spin
Spin clean?
doctor,
The spin
the
doc?
record doctor. Yeah.
Mm.
Let's see. Finally have a cool copy of Henry Franklin's
yeah,
nice.
Skipper.
Promo.
Yeah, it's a white label promo.
That's cool.
Nice.
Let's see.
He
What
has
else.
better records than you, Rob.
This
Oh.
is now this is a proper stack.
I feel sorry for Fluffy. That's why he has those records.
Yeah. This one arrived sealed 50 years actually since. So this is the Pyramids.
Oh, fucking sick.
This is Birth Speed Merging. I think they only put out 3 records back in like the 70s, and then they reissued like all their records into like a box a few years back.
Yeah.
But so now you can get like all the records. But this is a cool one. This is like
I got
jazz.
that one.
Oh, nice.
And
Yeah.
I have the King of Kings is the only other one I got. There's a
I have
third
the King
one
of
I don't have.
Kings.
I have that one too.
Yeah.
I'm just missing their first album. But yeah, this is cool.
That's
Really-
killer. That's original?
Yeah, this was sealed too, so I was a little scared because I thought it was gonna arrive warped. But
You get a
no
good
issue.
price on that? That's a spendy record.
Yeah, actually, I got it on eBay. The guy had it for
nice.
200, and he sent me an offer of like 1 something. I can't remember now.
Then
I was
jump
like-
on it.
Then I was like, hey, I don't know if this is a true first pressing, so can I counter offer? And I sent him a counter offer of like $80, and he accepted it. So
Damn, nice.
yeah,
You stole that record.
Wow.
for sure.
You sure you're not Jewish, Fluffy?
That's pretty good trading, man.
Okay, 2 more.
You do look like a rabbi, sort of.
Thank you, Rob. 2 more.
Great deal on that.
Like late last year, early this year, I was really into getting into M2Me, but I've kind of moved past that. So these 2 records I bought just because this is one of them. This is
That's not a cheap record.
No.
and I still haven't listened to it. I still need to listen to it. I'm way behind with my listening. But this
You
is
take the bus everywhere. You don't have time.
that's true.
What label
yeah.
is that? Is that Strata East?
Strata East.
That's
It
cool.
is? Yeah.
Yeah. It's a really, really
Am I
clean
wrong?
copy.
Is that a $700 record?
That's a nice shape.
Yeah.
That cover's hard to find in nice shape like that.
This features Gary Bartz, if I remember correctly. So this is cool.
Great.
Double disc, and then another M2Me record, Rebirth Cycle.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, this is. I think for like in terms of the 2 that I showed recently, this is the one that I like more of M2Me.
That's a cool
What?
one.
What
Have
label?
you listened to that one?
No, this is
Oh.
another one that I haven't listened to yet.
Well, how do
that
you
I'm
know if
excited
you
to.
like that one more if you haven't heard it?
Well, I streamed it, but I'm
Okay,
saying like
okay.
I haven't spun the actual record.
They're in nice shape, man.
He's got his dad on there.
Yeah.
Here's a good
Stanley
question.
Cow.
Which one of those records would you play to impress Geraldine Hi-Fi?
Loki, it's past your bedtime. Go to sleep, man.
Does anyone know who Geraldine Hi-Fi is?
No.
No.
She's a very enthusiastic, like 20-something chick who just is all about music and collecting cassettes and everything. She's very enthusiastic.
That's awesome.
A perfect match for Fluffy. Good job, Loki.
Yeah.
Fluffy's
turning
send me a
red.
link on that first cicada you showed, man.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Dude, use Google. You can find anything. It's magic, Dave. Come on.
Well,
true.
that or I could just scroll the Discogs.
Yeah, that's true. Very awesome stuff, Fluffy. That's great.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
man.
Yeah. Good
Dave
job.
makes such a cute couple. You're right.
That's what he does when he's on the bus. He looks at eBay all the time.
Right.
Man.
And I just
Pulling
want
those
to show,
Strata East.
I just want to show a couple of things.
Show us.
I get the Adam O'Farrell, which is really good. I picked this up at the show last Saturday, but I believe if you ordered it, I believe they shipped them out today. So this is excellent. This is one of the best albums of the first.
I'm still waiting for my copy.
Yeah, I'm sure they shipped it out today because I got a notification that mine should be here. My copy should be here.
Is he the son of Chico O'Farrell, or is he?
He is the grandson of Chico O'Farrell, but the son of Arturo O'Farrell.
Arturo, okay.
Yeah, and it's a killer quartet. He plays trumpet, electronics, and Fender Rhodes on this.
Nice.
He's big in the LA jazz scene, right?
Well, I mean, he might be. I mean, he's big everywhere now. and it's called, the group is called Elephant. The album's titled Elephant, and it was a really great performance that they put on at this. I would have stayed for the second set, but the place was so hot. I really couldn't. I couldn't deal with it. And then what else? I picked up the new Sylvie Cavassier Trio live. This is really good. If you're not like really into her, listen to the trio stuff. I mean, and this is live, and the sound is really great. But the trio, if you think she's a little too out there for you, listen to the trio stuff. It's not, it's a good balance. And this is really well recorded for a live recording. It's fantastic, and it's done at like different venues too. So I was surprised at how good the sound was. And what else did I pick up? This is called Triological. It's Ted Nash, Ben Allison, Steve Cardenas. I have 3 of their 4 recordings that I believe. So everything they put out, I feel it's like a must listen. Ted Nash was part of Jazz at Lincoln Center, and he just retired from there, like I want to say last year, at the end of last season. He retired from there. He plays alto, and Steve Cardenas is guitar, Ben Allison is bass. This is highly recommended. Any of their recordings. They did one that's dedicated to Carla Bly. That's on that's on vinyl. You can get that on vinyl. So that was good. And that guy Bruce Harris, who does the YouTube show.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. This is really good. And it has Sullivan Fortner on piano, and he is killer on this.
Yeah. Sullivan Fortner, I think he won a Grammy, right, Mike?
Yeah,
for, Southern Night. You had talked about it earlier last year.
Yeah. I went to when I was at Big Ears. I went to listen to a panel conversation with Nate Chan, and I can't even remember the other musician. But Sullivan Fortner was telling the story. He's from New Orleans, and he went to the New Orleans School of Arts, and he's talking about, I go there, and I'm like, I'm interested in the music and stuff like that. And, you got all these people that went there, like Trombone Shorty, John Baptiste would show up to the school, and I'd go like, how do I get this? Well, you got the history of the music is all around you and all this stuff. So, he got more into, the New Orleans music. And, but his parents, he wasn't going to go to college to study music. He wasn't going to go to school to study music. His parents were dead set against it. He was going to be a pre-med student. So he only submitted applications to 2 music schools, Berkeley and Oberlin. And he said his application consisted of a video of Meet the Flintstones. He got waitlisted at Berkeley and accepted at Oberlin. And then, he had, when he got accepted, he said, I want to do this. And, he was talking to his father, and his father was like, I'm not going to support you at this. I'm not going to, but, they all and he wasn't like bitter about it or anything. Say, look, your parents want the best for you. They don't want you starving or anything. But he just said, I'm not gonna do it. And now he's a Grammy winner. And,
that's quite a great record. People should really look into that.
Yeah, Southern Nights is that's an excellent trio record. The first song was Alan Toussaint, Southern Nights. It's excellent.
Yeah.
Cool. You got anything else?
No, that's it. That's it.
Cool, man. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Did you get your equipment in?
Yeah, I got it came when was it?
Yeah.
On Monday. Yeah, I got a new tube amp. I bought a tube amp.
Black Eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah, Black Eyes is awesome.
that's the real news.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
I'm really happy with. I was happy with my solid state solid state amp, but I was like, you know what? I want to try a tube amp. So
Got more warmth to it, right?
I think
More warmth.
You know what I like about it is not. Yes, it does, but it's not too warm. It's not too warm. I didn't want, that on. I didn't want it on that far on that side of the spectrum, and it's perfect for so far it's perfect for me. I've had less than a week, so
Cool. It might still take some extra time. So Black Eyes is a really nice. They're a great company out of Maryland.
Yeah.
They used to be called. They used to be Jolita, whatever, and they make really great tube gear. I met him quite a few times in audio shows. They're always there, and their equipment is top notch. They have their tubes made to spec, right, Mike?
Yeah. What's interesting is it was funny because you read the whole story with them. Like they had their own. They had a factory in China, right? And they were made in China. Then the Chinese company, was stealing their designs and putting them out under another name. They sued the Chinese company in China and won. And then the Chinese company actually brought suit in the United States against them, and basically they were like, we don't have the money to keep doing this. Yeah. So they basically settled and said, all right, here, have the name. And then it was Black Ice. And they still had a factory in China. But then in 2000, I want to say 24, they moved everything to the United States.
It's a great, really nice guys. They make everything like integrated phono stages, DACs, whatever. Like they make everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at the phono stage. I sent them an email about when are they going to have the phono stages in. So.
Their phono stage is great.
Yeah.
And because of Mike, I got a new cart this week.
Oh yeah, man, that's crazy. I looked that up. I was like, man, that's an investment.
I got it from Soundsmith. So Peter in New York, yes.
I have the entry level cartridge, which starts at 500, and then I just got the next level cartridge of theirs, which is 1,000, but I bought it for 600 from the music room. So, but what's good about Soundsmith is their rebuild is 20% of the original cost. So it's worth the investment.
It's really worth it. So let's say you buy like a Riga cartridge for like $2,000. If it's done, it's done. Have to buy a new one. If you buy one from Soundsmith for like, let's say, 5,000, it's gonna cost you 500 to build a new one, like a couple years down the road. So I think it's really worth it.
Yeah,
it's really worth it.
Yep. PB Thal is asking, what cartridge did you get?
Oh, I got a Susuro. Yeah, he had an open box of the Ethereum. I think that's his flagship, but it just a little too much for me this time. So I had an open box to Suro for less than MSRP, which was a great deal, and I'm really looking forward to getting that.
Yeah, and that like when I had my cartridge rebuilt, it says on the website or something like that that it takes at least a minimum 3 to whatever weeks. It took them 2 weeks to do it.
Nice.
It took them 2 weeks.
Yes. So
hey, Patrick, what's the guy that retips the cartridges that you promote? You tell people to get. Jim got one. He likes that.
Yeah.
Fluffy, are you cheating people out of very expensive records right now?
No. I'm trying to send Dave the thing, the link
Oh,
to the.
you're the
to
man.
Disco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to find that record.
Are you in the Discord still, or
Yeah,
how do
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
And there is one record store day record that I'm not, out of the record store day records that I'm interested in.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get the James Brandon Lewis with the string. I think it's with a string quartet.
Mm-hmm.
I want to pick that up.
Are you going out or are you sick?
I'm gonna go out. I'm not sick. I'm just run down. It's just
What about the there's the one I'm interested in, and they're doing a contest. Everyone, that jazz version of the Pavement record.
I have that on CD. So, I'm like debating whether to get the vinyl of it. I probably won't, but I have the CD. I bought it when it was originally released on CD. So.
But they're doing, if you go to their social media, they're giving away the painting that is the cover.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike, I feel your pain. I got a pinched nerve in my back.
Mm-hmm.
3 chiropractor visits in the last 2 weeks, and I'm really debating on the standing in line business. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like tired. I'm so tired. I've been so tired this week.
I've been tired of fighting this back.
Hey, Fluffy.
Not
do
recommended.
You want to ride tomorrow morning?
Where do you think of going first?
I'm not driving you all over the universe.
You guys are both going to Record Safari.
Well, yeah.
I'm probably going to... I feel like I'll be able to get anything I want for Record Store Day. I really don't. The vibe I'm getting is things aren't going to be that hard to get. Especially when it's $80 for a lot of the records.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go to Safari. They have stuff I want. Everything's 25% off. And then I'm going to go to places. Like, I want to go to 7 stores.
But is that the first spot you're going to?
Huh?
Safari? Is that the first spot you're going to? Safari?
Yeah, I don't want to get up early in the morning and go wait in line for 3 hours. That's not my deal.
Okay.
Cool.
So the idea of leaving you at the side of the road sounds pretty good to me. Do you want that?
I'm just thinking of going to Safari and then heading home.
Then going back home?
Yeah.
Plus, I have a record you need to pay me for.
Oh, yeah. I'll do that tomorrow.
I think I'm going to leave here like a little after 7. They open at 9.
Yeah.
But Alex is too caught up in Coachella because he's not posting the stuff he's supposed to be posting.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
How long is that Coachella going for? All weekend this weekend, or
it's 2 weekends?
Oh,
I heard and up seeing how much they just make off of merch at Coachella.
Oh, it's got to be nuts.
It's like $200 million or something like that.
Ooh. Well, I did see Iggy Pop left the stage in a coffin. That was pretty badass.
Iggy Pop looked like he was made out of clay.
He's what, 78?
Yeah, but I think he has some sort of, because he needed a hip replacement. He's fucked his body up pretty bad.
Man, he's still up there doing it, man.
I highly recommend, because they're streaming all of it, David Byrne's performance. Go watch David Byrne.
Oh yeah, man, he's his new record's pretty fun, man. I saw the
it is.
Tiny Desk.
It is. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Man, he's got some great singers with him. Just really good singers.
But he performed at Big Ears. It was like an extra cost.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, yeah, I sort of regret. I wish I would have checked them out.
Yeah, just
and it would have been.
Yeah.
And it would have been good for my wife to see, because she came down and she had she came anyway with her partially fractured ankle, so she could only see like the places.
Did you ever see him when he was on Broadway?
No. I did.
It's basically the same band he's been playing with for the last 10 years.
Okay.
They really haven't changed the performance much.
I need to pick up that last record you just put out because it's a fun record. It's really good stuff.
And the Spike Lee concert film is good too. It's the same thing. Yeah.
Now David Byrne, he does a lot for the Democratic Party when they have their conventions and stuff. So when they had it in Charlotte some years back, he was right. I used to live on Commonwealth, and we have a small place where you can go and get a sandwich and different beers and stuff called Common Market. Has places to sit out front. Well, he was there, and he left there and rode it. He had his bicycle with him and rode his bike down to Repo Record. Went into Repo, bought some records, and I saw him go by, and I was like, what the hell was that? And then my friend's like, dude, that was David Byrne. And so I went down to Repo, and he had just left. I missed him there. And I was like, then I heard, people, everybody's talking. So everybody's buzzing. Oh, he's at Common Market. So my friend's like, dude, go in and get my damn Talking Heads records and take them up to Common Market, have them sign them. So I went home, grabbed the damn Talking Heads records, went up there, and I missed them there. They were doing a bike ride thing.
That's fine.
And he just took a detour to the record store. That was cool.
I mean, the last David Byrne performance I saw was '93 in New Orleans, and it was cool because he had like George Porter Jr. and sit in with him. So that was a good show.
What venue was that down there?
It was at I guess I don't a concert hall. It was a small, not in terms of concert halls, it was small.
Okay.
Because I wasn't even planning to go. And one of my buddies was like, I don't know, I think some girl stood him up or whatever, and he was like, dude, I got a ticket. You want to go? I said, sure.
Hell yeah. Shit. That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody saw him in that's Mark.
Yeah.
Mr. Matt. He saw him in Dallas.
Yeah, I saw that tour like 8 years ago.
Yeah. Mark, he's in our Discord. He came and met me out here when he was here for work at Noble Records. And he said he's going to Austin tomorrow to hit the stores down there.
You're not going, Dave, to Noble tomorrow?
No, I'm not going to be able to get up there. I'm debating on just going across the street to Repo because I've got this pinched nerve in my back that's been driving me up a wall.
Oh, okay.
This is honestly helping me get my mind off it.
Yeah.
Because it sucks.
He's going to go into
bad.
Repo and grab a record that's underpriced and run out of there.
No, you just it's only RSD stuff when you go in there on RSD. They keep you to the RSD stuff and get you out of there. But no, Noble he's hit a home run again with this drop is crazy.
I went through it, but it's kind of the regular shit. That's what I saw.
Yeah, there's like he's got some good just non-jazz. I mean, he's got a promo of the Saints first record that I'd like to get. There's a lot of things I'd like to get, but I'm just all my money's been going to the chiropractor lately. So I can only get 2 or 3.
Hey, Fluffy,
RSD
can you
titles,
get on the bus and go
that's
down to
about it.
Dave's and walk on his back?
I don't know if walking on your back does something for a pinched nerve. It's you got to get the muscles right. It's taking some work. I told the chiropractor I got old man's disease. Can you fix that?
We all
Yeah.
have old man's disease.
I got old
Hello.
man's disease.
Yeah, you do.
It's rough in the streets. But we'll get through it. It's happened before.
Hey,
It just
hey.
takes a while.
How about putting a light on you, Chris?
I don't want to.
You look
Somebody,
like Marlon
whoever said
Brando
that
in
is
the
correct.
Apocalypse
Sell some trading cards. I can do that.
That's fine.
Oh shit!
Oh, is that, is
I
that,
mean-
oh, I know who said that. Okay. Yeah, it's
I
time
would-
to sell some of the trading cards.
You getting back to RSD by going through the list again. I'm glad I did it. It kind of soured me on a lot of the titles and not soured me that they're must pickups, because it just feels like they'll be around.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I get the same feeling this year
Yeah, I
because
just don't
there's such
feel.
an enormity of titles,
Yes.
especially with jazz. I mean,
But
we
just
got a
all
lot
the
to choose from.
all the titles. Like, I was streaming the Steely Dan live album because I have the CD, and I go, I don't know if this is. If I want to listen to Steely Dan, I'll pull out my albums.
Well, here in Charlotte, we got Lunchbox Records, and they get They get just as much or more than Amoeba. I mean, he gets a massive amount of RSD because he does online now too.
Yeah, I just feel like everything's going to be available. And
yeah, that's like rock soul here.
Yeah, I mean it's absolutely crazy how much that Scott gets. His store is small, but it doesn't matter.
I do feel, I heard through talking with a record store owner, all these little stores that their record store day has been penalizing record stores for either talking shit about them, which we know, or taking like Black Friday off and not buying any.
Mm-hmm.
And they're kind of penalizing people. Look, you're not going to get to participate this time. And
they have certain rules, and
I know
pretty straightforward.
No, they don't. Well, I don't know. I don't own a record store, and I never bought for record store day.
Yeah.
But my take is, they seem like they're being kind of spiteful. That's the take I'm getting.
I think they're just sticking to their manual.
Well,
really.
I don't think record store day needs any defense.
Yeah.
They have a lot of issues they need to deal with, but it's given other record stores the ability to buy up titles and not get allocated on certain things. So my whole point by saying this is,
didn't you just say that your record store got everything they ordered now?
No, well, Alex from Safari said for Coachella they ordered everything. There wasn't one title they did not order.
Yeah.
So my feeling is next week at Record Safari there'll be a lot of record store day titles.
Yeah, that's going to work out
do
for you
well
for
out
sure.
there, though. They wouldn't do
they
it, right?
They do. Okay, I'll tell you. So one time, Vinyl Piper, bought a ticket to Coachella just to go buy records at Safari because they had killer shit. Like he got promos of Steely Dan records, just stuff that doesn't normally pop up even in records.
Well, because Alex is really selective when he does his tour around America, and hits up all his favorite stores in all his favorite cities, and then brings it to Coachella, and he's really good about what he picks.
Yeah, but they also have a lot of new records there.
Yeah,
because
he's got a good mix.
But from my understanding, you buy, they hold it, and when you pick it up and leave, it's not going to melt in the sun.
Yeah. Now I'm guaranteed. I know there is one record I'm going to get from Dylan, so I'm getting one of his personal collection. So I am getting one big hitter, even though I can't make it. So that's
hey Rob, has Alex from Safari been like going to Japan more and grabbing more Japanese titles? Because that's what I noticed when I went last time during the.
I mean, I think he did it twice this year. So
wow,
it just seems he's opportunistic about that kind of stuff to me.
Well, it's funny. I'm glad somebody like him's doing that because those guys come over here and take as much as they can from over here back to Japan. That duo from Disc Union, those guys, I've run into them twice. It's Carolina Soul and Durham twice, which is almost a 3-hour drive from here. And both times they had killer collections, and they were there an hour before I got there and wiped the place out.
Apparently, I have my own little version of it. His name is Fluffy. He goes there and grabs the records, and then when I show up,
Fluffy's been handling business over there.
No, I'm giving him shit because if you ever come to my streams, he won't shut up giving me shit in the chat.
That's not true.
It is true.
Hey Rob,
busy finding the records.
Do you still have Jim's record flattener?
Well, to call it Jim's record flattener wouldn't be. I'm in possession of it because he would know how to use it.
Is it all right if I can give you two records that you can try to flatten?
I don't know. Is it all right?
I'm asking if it's okay if you can flatten some Japanese records that I
Here's a better
have.
way to. Hey Rob, could you do me a huge favor and flatten some records for me? Why don't you
Rob,
say-
can
Yes.
you do me a huge favor and flatten some records for me?
This is sad.
Well, since I feel sorry for you, yes.
Thank you, Rob.
Well, you kind of have to have one of those if you're doing your big sales.
Hey Chauncey, are you going to be in line at Canterbury tomorrow?
Where the hell's Chauncey? Oh, Chauncey's here? Oh.
Yeah.
Buffy?
Chauncey Billups.
Read it. Read it and wait.
Why question mark, Chauncey? What are you going after? What time are you getting in line, Chauncey? Because I thought about going, and since there's only really 2 records I want.
Is that the Chauncey Billups that wipes Alex out when Alex sells records?
No.
As in Alex.
No, Chauncey
Like,
doesn't wipe anyone out by buying records.
Diamond Marimba, Alex.
Interesting.
Hey Chauncey, hey Dagon.
What's interesting, Chris?
Oh, new tools in StreamYard. That's it.
Yeah, when you enter StreamYard, it goes. There's a note-taking thing.
Oh,
wow. What's
Oh.
that?
oh. A poll. Type 1 or 2 in the chat to vote in this weird poll.
Oh yeah, Mike is going to require a poll to happen tonight.
Well, this is cool. It's on screen. I like it. The question
So
is,
people can answer just from the chat.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's interesting.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, it worked. I said 1. This is amazing. I like it.
If Nicole's still watching, Jim said very exciting.
Oh, if you say no, it's a lie, though. See, it is working. That's pretty cool.
I think I'm interested in that. What Nicole said was her number 1, that Cecil Taylor now, because I didn't know it was from that time period with that group, because that group is freaking wild. I might have to get that one.
Mazzy will send that to me.
Hmm.
Hey Nicole, where are you going for Record Store Day? What store do you go to? CJ says, CJ, where do you go for Record Store Day?
Is CJ in DC? That's a good question. What stores do you normally go to? Mike, where are you going in New York?
I'm gonna go to Rock and Soul. They always have they carry everything, which I really don't understand because they're like a DJ, for DJ equipment and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they buy every year. They do RSD to the hilt. They have everything.
Wow. Okay.
And then if you go back during the year, they still have a separate from their other records. They have a whole a large bin that just with the RSD record from previous years.
Nice. So you can get something if you missed it.
Yeah. And what did I see? They had that last time I went down there a couple of months ago. They had that what was it, the Albert Eiler box set.
Oh was it from 64?
I think it was 64.
Is that the one that sold out and everyone was flipping it? For a lot of money?
Yeah.
I think it has a black and white cover or whatever.
Yeah, Europe. It's Europe 64 or something like that.
That was the one that Org did.
Yeah.
Not the one that was it done by Zev?
I know there are 2 because the one done by Zev I ended up buying on CD.
Yeah, that thing went for a lot of money. They didn't have.
Yeah, I didn't.
Hey, sorry, go ahead.
CJ, what's this store? I don't know this store. Mojo
Mala.
But
Chris,
I do.
Sounds cool.
I hung out with CJ at Joe's Record Paradise.
Nice.
Chris,
like
could I
that.
do a little promo?
Yeah, of course.
So a buddy of mine recently dropped a new album, jazz album.
Yes.
It's his name is Eli Howe,
Mm-hmm.
and and he's a trombonist, and he recently dropped an album called Steps Taken, and I think it's pretty good. I think this is his first album, if I remember correctly, but it's great, straight ahead, and he plays just awesome trombone, and he's
How
backed
big's
up
the
by
group?
a killer lineup.
How
Not
about
that
share a
big. I
link?
think
Share a link in the chat.
It actually came up in
I'll do that.
one of my feeds. Actually, I'll check.
Well,
Very cool.
you
That's
know,
awesome.
I'm a trombone guy, so this piques my interest.
But he's not a
Cool.
tuba guy.
Now, tubas can go
Sadly,
straight to
no.
hell. Now, if it's got a tuba on it, I'm not in.
Okay, actually, here's the thing, Matt. The Daddy Bug and Friends has orchestration on it. They reissued it as just Daddy Bug. Am I right? And they removed all the orchestration,
Hmm.
and it's a better record.
Well,
That's the way I remember it.
what is what does Daddy
Roy Ayers album?
what does Daddy Bog play on that record?
It's it's not Daddy Bog. It's Daddy Bug.
Okay.
Yeah, the Roy Ayers,
Actually, actually, he does play something. It's a flushing toilet.
Yeah.
interesting.
Roy, I like Roy Ayers. I don't have to pick that one up.
No, I'm telling you Okay, it's the other way around. So buy the Daddy Bug and Friends. That's the one without the orchestration.
So don't buy the one tomorrow then.
Excellent record. Really good record.
Yeah. Get Rufus
That's a good
trying
way to look at the
Rufus trying
tuba.
to sound smart.
Good comment.
Well, what's the tiny tuba? What's that called?
Pocket tuba?
No. When
You
I
don't
watched
mean a French horn. That's
the VCU has an outstanding pep
I mean, like a euphonium?
Maybe that might be it. And those in the VCU pep band that plays at the basketball games,
Yeah.
those guys play that.
Euphonium's
no
badass though, dude. It's a
Yeah.
sweet sounding instrument. There's some bass or some jazz euphonium out there.
Well, actually, CJ, he doesn't play the toilet. He plays the bedpan. He plays the bedpan. We don't have to worry about him coming in the chat. He's asleep right now.
Yeah.
DJ, man. That's
He's
fun.
never been in our chat, I don't think.
He's in mine.
Is he?
Yeah, euphonium or baritone. Okay.
Y'all should vote in the poll.
How do you vote?
You type 1, 2, or 3 in the chat to answer the question.
Who are all the rich people?
What?
3+.
I'll probably buy 3+.
Where if you go, where are you going, Chris?
Probably Docks or I don't know, Docks or Panther City. It'll probably be like Sunday though, so we'll see. I don't have to make Felipe send me like 4 of the records he got.
Yeah, so you got a head start because of the gravy train.
Well, if he ever sends them,
He'll send them.
he's had them for like a month.
He's wanting to listen to them and review
Come on,
them.
Felipe.
He's doing his due diligence.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna box yours up on and get them out on Monday.
okay.
I got to get a record to you, Rob. So
Right, because I got 4 records for you. I think
Send me a bunch of CDs you don't want.
I have to go through those. I'll just send you the 4 records I have for you.
I thought there was some CD box you were going to send me. I swear.
What CD box have I
I
sent?
don't know. I've had a dream about that, and I'm serious. We talked about it like a month, 2 months ago.
Hey, what was in that dream? Was I choking you?
No, it was the same dream you have about me jumping in the window. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, what am I thinking of? What is my list? I mean, I got the Bill Evans, James Brandon Lewis, Abby Lincoln, Roy Hargrove,
Yeah.
the McCoy Tyner.
Whoa, what's that?
McCoy Turner's a red. That's a Red Records
Yeah.
reissue.
Oh, cool.
I think I'm gonna get that. That's what I'm looking for.
The Buster Williams,
nice.
and then I want the Joe Henderson, but all that stuff is I got like all the Zev stuff I got question marks for because
Well,
it's, it's just cost. It's a cost thing.
You
Well,
get the
the Bill
CDs
Evans-
next week.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing about the Bill Evans is the distortion.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's, I'm not, I think it'll be okay.
It's not like he's not playing those same songs with the same band on other records.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just a big fan of those RSD.
That Abbey Lincoln sounds amazing because I have the original OJC of it.
Mm-hmm.
No comparison. There is literally no comparison.
Well, Delphina in the comment. I'm gonna reply to that real quick. The Frusciante is my number one that I want because I've never been able to get the original. It's expensive.
And now, okay, this is one of the shittiest record stores in LA, Dudley's.
Yeah.
It really is a bad store. But what do they carry? Do they carry everything there? It's a horrible store.
Maybe she'll do good there though.
It's her town.
Yeah.
Well, that's the way, like, what's the name of the place I talked about earlier? Forever Young in Grand Prairie. They have great RSD because it's all, basically RSD pricing, which is fine. But their normal used shit, I've gone there like 3 times in the last like 5 years, and every time I go in there, I just get fucking mad. And I leave, and I'm just cussing them when I leave because they're so stupid with their pricing. They'll have like $7 Cannonball Adderley records for $35 and shit.
That's
crazy, dude.
Dudley's way overpriced
crazy
for shitty condition records.
Yeah.
Chris, what's the shop you go to with Louie a lot?
Recycled CDs and books up in
yes.
Minton. Yeah, that's a good
now
one.
That store on Discogs.
Yeah.
If I find a lot of the stuff I'm looking for, they have.
Like used records. The sucky thing about that is they put all the more expensive shit up on Discogs and it's not in the shop.
It's not physically there.
I mean, I don't know. You may be able to like go there and say, "Hey, can I buy this?" But I don't know.
I wonder if they keep a separate building with all that or a separate location because a lot of places are doing that now. Like that's what Carolina Soul does. Carolina Soul has a record store, but it has nothing to do with their eBay. Everybody gets that misinterpretation. Their eBay is entirely collections on consignment.
Yeah,
it is 1,000,000,000% consignment. They have had Elvin Jones's collection that his wife when did she pass or whatever happened, that collection went up with his clothing and some of his drumsticks, all that kind of stuff, records. That they go to Carolina Soul because Carolina Soul gets top dollar for these people selling their collections, and that's just their model. You go to their shop, it's okay. There's sometimes good stuff in there, but usually the damn Japanese guys have been in there and killed it before I got there.
Dave, didn't they also get Chick Corea's collection?
Yeah, and I actually got one from that. Let me see if it's here.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, this record belonged to Chick Corea right here. And they put a sticker on there. So there's the Chick Corea sticker. It's one of the Andrew White pressings from DC on White's music or Andrew's music.
Yeah.
So this is Andrew White's Songs for a French Lady with Kevin Toney, Steve Novisil, and Keith Kilgo. Great group. Now I had to get one from that, but that came off of eBay, not in the shop.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Right. So that's because this collection went on consignment. And that's what Greg out in LA when he sold his collection. I don't know how he got it to Durham, but he did. So I don't know if they drove out there and drove it back, or if he shipped it to him. I don't know what happened, but when that dude put his collection up, that was one of the craziest free jazz collections to ever go on the internet, and we all went nuts on that one. Well, that was Carolina Soul, and he got top dollar for everything. They're just good at it. Hell, when Dylan has stuff that's heavy hitters that he can't move, he'll put it on consignment through Carolina Soul. I mean, they're just good at what they do. They've been doing it. They were one of the first to really take that model and run with it.
Okay, I think I'm gonna take off and prepare myself mentally for tomorrow.
CJ took a class with Andrew White. That's killer.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I dig his. I try to pick his stuff up when I see it, but I've only seen 3 of his records, and the one it was in Dylan had it, but he hadn't had it priced yet, and I went back and I said, hey, have you put it out yet? And we could never find it. So I don't know what happened to it, but I do have this one too, and I think you have this one, Rob. Andrew White Quartet, the new thing.
Yeah,
because I remember you finding this.
Shit, hang on.
You found this in DC, didn't you, Rob?
I actually found it in DC. I actually found it
I
out
have
here.
one of those. I don't know which one.
Oh, you found it out
here
there.
twice. Oh.
Shit. Yeah, but it's even got commentary from Wayne Shorter and Ron Carter on the back.
Yeah.
So they knew what was up with this guy.
Mm.
Really,
But I
Joe Zawinul
when I went
talks about him.
back last year to DC, I found 5 of his records at one store.
Oh, hell yeah. But that wasn't the package that got screwed up getting to you, was it?
Mm-hmm. Might have been.
Oh,
Fuck
man. Usually in rough shape, huh? Damn. But his records are cheap, though, normally.
Yeah, it's weird. I have one of them. I don't remember which one.
I'd love to have them all, really.
They're not, I
think
mean,
the plane's
they're creeping
great.
up in price.
They're like rare, but not expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Good luck to all of you that choose to go out. If you do get in a fight with someone, send me footage.
I have the new thing one too, by the way. That's one I have.
They like bum fights.
Yeah, I predict that.
Bum fights.
I made a picture of Mazzy made a video of like preparing for it, but he omitted adult diapers, so I made a picture putting that in.
Mike, did you ever see, and God, when was that? Was that like really early 2000s or late 90s the original bum fights?
I'm sure I did, but
because I remember a few of those just That's some of the funniest shit I had ever seen in my life when I saw the original bum fights. They had that one dude, the crackhead Bling Bling. Like, my name is Bling Bling. Did my crack
This is
fight.
a good time to exit the stream.
Yeah.
Reach out to me if you want to meet.
That and dwarf bowling.
Yeah, dude. There was the other one where the guy was like the crocodile hunter, and they're coming up on these homeless guys behind a building, and they have the flashlights on, and they're like, "Oh, look at, we got one here."
Oh my god!
Speaking of fights,
we got. They were killing me, dude.
Do you remember the Kimbo Slice fights back in the day? Like
yeah, that was
fight?
it. Yeah, it's like
holy
the
shit,
crocodile
dude.
guy was like, "Not gonna hurt you. Just want to get a look at you."
No, Kimbo Slice was like a murderer, man. That dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he was fighting guys and for real.
Like, yeah, where he'd go to a warehouse and like, who wants to make $300? Who's the baddest motherfucker in here?
Yeah, but then he ended up on freaking
UFC.
network TV fighting.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah, he was tough as nails.
He got his ass kicked in the UFC, but yeah.
Remember Butterbean?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
He was fun to watch. What a monster.
I remember in Jackass the movie where he knocked the shit out of Johnny Knoxville and fucking damn near caved his head in.
Yes. But dude, Butterbean was a monster. That was in Japan too, when Butterbean was in Japan when they ran into him.
Oh, really?
On that show. I'm pretty
no.
There was a fight in Japan in a store. They just walked into a store and just started fighting. Those guys were nuts.
So isn't there like a jazz dispensary like 420 thing too?
There is a jazz dispensary coming out for this RSD for sure.
No, this. Let me see, because somebody just posted the record in the Discord.
Oh, they
What
did.
is this? Hang on, let me share my screen. It may have already happened, but I don't think so.
I gotta tell you, man, whatever they're doing works because they're one of the first records that always sells out on RSD, no matter where I go. That jazz dispensary, it's like whoever's in the front of the line is wiping those out.
I wish they would reissue the original ones they put out, the first 4 at least. They did a box of them. Let's see. So, Cosmic Stash. When the hell is this coming out? Well, this is great. Like, there we go. Yeah, 420. So there's a listing somewhere in here where you can see what record stores are participating in this.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a couple in my area, and it's gonna have cool like splatter vinyl. So yeah, I'd like to get this. Have to go out on 420 and get that.
Oh, so they're doing that special on that day. Okay.
Yeah. Which is like, when is that, Monday? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My 18-year-old would definitely know when 420 is. So I'll ask her.
I just want to show a book also.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man.
I had posted this a while back, no, a few weeks ago, but this is basically all about the migration and free jazz, but it focuses on Cleveland and Detroit.
Oh, cool.
Oh, wow.
And the latest reissue of the Charles Taylor record, those liner notes in that
Yeah.
come right from this book.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, the guy Cisco Bradley is the name. He's a historian at the Pratt Institute.
You talking about the Charles Taylor with the orange cover?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Those liner notes are from this book.
Oh,
I
cool.
still
I just
need
got
that record.
Yeah.
I wish they had an Audible version of it, but
No, it's a university. Maybe it's a university press. So.
Where'd you get
That's
it from?
a thick book, man.
It's
got some pages.
I might. It's it's still. But it's a it's heavily footnoted. So
Is there anything on Farouk Z-Bay in there, being Detroit?
it is. It's only like, it's like 350 pages, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they cover like Farouk Z-Bay from Detroit?
I have to look through. I have to look in the index.
Because he's the guy for me. That's Jim Channel Rufus and Sherv turned me on to that guy. I had no idea who he was.
Amazon. I'm going to check that out. Have you read the other book that came out a couple years ago about the Great Migration? It wasn't really about jazz, but it was really about.
I have. And I've actually seen her speak a couple of times.
Oh, The Warmth of Other Suns. That's what it was called.
Yeah, Isabel Wilkerson.
Yeah, that was a great book. So, for people that are interested in that, in the Great Migration, where the black folks moved the hell out of the South and spread across the entire country, which is how the free jazz, jazz moved a lot too, but actually just jazz in general. But that other book is really amazing because it follows like families through generations as they left, right, and where they ended up and like their careers they had and their kids, and it's really, really interesting. So anyway. Yeah, that's cool, Mike. I just bought a copy of that. I'm gonna enjoy reading that.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. And then what else? And another book that just came out. I'm gonna buy it. There's this group I really like. I saw them down at Big Ears. Harriet Tubman, and the bass player from that group, Melvin Gibbs, just put out a book. Gosh, I can't. I don't want to get the title. I want to get the title right. Hold on, let me see. 1 second. Oh yeah, it's called "How Black Music Took Over the World."
Nice.
And what's really cool about it, because I saw they did a panel. Harriet Tubman and Georgianne Muldrow did a little thing down at Big Ears, and he talked about how he decided to start the book. And and then you talked about like Greg Tate, who used to be a critic for the Village Voice and stuff like that. So I'm really interested in that.
I need to see if any of like Gary Giddens stuff is on Audible, or
it should be. The
Like,
gang.
I've gone blank because I smoked too much weed. Who's the guy that you like and that we've talked about a million times? It was friends with.
Oh, Stanley Crouch.
Yeah, Stanley Crouch.
What time?
He has on there.
When
Yeah.
was the Village Voice? Was that late '60s or was that you talking more recent?
It did through the, I want to say, maybe the early 2000s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That first book he did on the first part he did on Parker was so great. I wish he would have been able to live long enough to.
I mean that article I posted on him in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
That was really good. It was really balanced. You know, it was really well balanced. Because it talked about, you know, how long it took him to do that book, and the fact that, you know, part of the reason was, you know, he just wasn't talking about, you know, Charlie Parker, you know, was born here, died here, recorded here. Yeah. He tried to put him in the whole, you know, in the picture of, you know, of American history, you know. Mm-hmm. This is what was going on at the time with Charlie Parker, and, you know, how that influenced him, and, you know, all of, you know, the whole surroundings, you know. So,
and his like personal life and shit like that too, which is some interesting details in there. Yeah. But listening to
a side thing here, so we're talking about history. You guys like the blues at all?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've been doing YouTube forever. I had never done an interview or had anybody else on my channel. I did this a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
I think it's been a few weeks now. So my friend Brandon, he's actually a historian. That's his job title. And I brought him on because he went and did basically like his version of the Blues Trail, where he went and sought out all the early guys from the 20s and 30s, like where they're buried and where they played when they were played, like in Mississippi and things like that. So he went to Atlanta to see like where Blind Willie McTell was, and then went to, where did he go from there? He went to Alabama, into Mississippi, and then to Memphis, then to Nashville, then to other parts in Tennessee, and then to North Carolina. And so I did an interview with him.
Talked about, man. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but he does a lot of, right now he's doing a lot of work. He's really into Black history, and so he's done a whole thing on the Negro Leagues for baseball, and it's been in the museums downtown and things like that. So he's been doing a lot of cool things. But he's been researching Charlotte specifically, like early blues players.
Yeah.
And there's a history here, and he found that there was this one guy, Julius Daniels, that had a few sides recorded. It was really great, up there with these other guys as far as quality of the music. And he's buried here just down the road in South Carolina, just across the border. And no one knows where his where his actual grave is in the graveyard. So he's going to try to get that, at least something memorializing him there.
Do you remember during the pandemic era? Who was it? There was a jazz player who was dead, and his grave was basically almost lost. And one of the guys on Facebook went and found it, and then him and some of the guys at the cemetery like dug it up and fixed it. I can't remember who that was.
Wow.
It was like a really famous jazz artist too. I can't remember who it was for.
I know Anthony Wilson did some like. Went down to like Mississippi and did some stuff related to some of its relatives and stuff like that.
Okay.
Speaking of the blues in Mississippi, the Fat Possum record label has some really cool records they recorded back in the 90s with some of those guys.
Yeah.
R.L. Burnside and some other dudes. Those are really good. They're cheap too.
Yeah. Trying to think. I like some of the R.L. Burnsides. I like some of the earlier ones they did. And they got later. I didn't really. I don't know. I didn't like them that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
They
know,
had a Junior Kimbrough too that was good.
I love the Junior Kimbrough stuff. Oh man, I love the Junior.
See, Brandon likes just the acoustic stuff early. He don't like anything electric,
No,
Oh, okay.
which is interesting. Yeah, he goes, just the 20s and 30s stuff really
Yeah,
sticks
I
to
like
Robert Johnson and
Yeah.
stuff
like
that.
like the Burnside and Kimbrough stuff is what is it called? Hill country blues.
Mhm.
And is it his grandson? Yeah, his grandson has some really good albums too.
Nice.
Really good, and they're actually well recorded. So you should check. I have the albums, and they're really good.
Chad recorded a lot of those dudes.
Yeah,
when he brought
Roberto.
them in.
It's right there.
Chad brought a bunch of blues dudes in when he back in the '90s when he was first starting Productions and bought that church and recorded all kinds of shit with them, and he's still got those records for sale.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard any of them, but it's pretty cool.
He did a few on there. He released a few. A few. I don't know if no, I know a few. I think a few of them were audio. The Audio Quest label also.
Oh, really?
Yeah, released a few of them.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I got a small blues collection. I wouldn't mind getting some more, but I don't want to get totally sucked in.
I really got into it through. I don't know. Sherv has a big influence, man. He did a video where he showed his
really cool.
blues section. I was like, what is all this?
Yeah, that was so cool.
Yeah, and he just went and he just kind of did an angle with his phone and then just pulled them all out and did that number with all his blues stuff. And I was like, I didn't know half the players, and I started listening to them, and I was like, dang, this is. And then found out some of it was from North Carolina.
Yeah,
like Pink Anderson, and Pink Floyd is named after the guy.
Mm-hmm.
The pink part of Pink Floyd comes from this blues player here from North Carolina. So I've ended up finding that record at Noble.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, a friend of mine picked it up for me because I was in the hospital, and I knew he had it in that one of his big drops from a collection he got in Tennessee. And the Zonk man went and picked it up for me, which was awful nice of him.
Ralph Macchio's a hell of a blues guitarist too, apparently.
Oh yeah, fantastic.
I love that movie, man.
Yeah,
I do too. I enjoyed that movie.
It was fucking great.
Roberto asked if there's any blues stuff. I think there's a it's not a Skip James. It's one of the early guys. There's one of his, another volume of it.
Mm-hmm.
That recorded with Paramount. And then there is the one Freddie King. Was it Freddie King that
Felipe showed,
that Felipe showed?
Yeah, he really liked that one too.
Yeah, and that's going to be really good because it's in France. It's going to sound. It's going to be a good show.
Mm-hmm. Did they do a Skip James a few years?
They
recently?
did. I bought it.
Okay,
because
I didn't buy it because I have this like excellent three disc CD set.
Oh.
Damn.
That
was like really inexpensive. It was like the cost, that Count Basie one, Chris, that I always talk about. It was like $25.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And for that time, it was for the time of that recording, the remastering was really well done.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I like Blind Willie Johnson.
Yeah, I just said I didn't need it. I didn't need any more Skip James.
Yeah, you got the bases covered right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's right. Yeah, CJ's right. Sorry, wasn't Skip James.
Yeah, Charlie Patton's the one coming out tomorrow.
Yeah.
And that's really early.
That I have. That's the box that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie Patton, not Skip James.
Well, Charlie Patton's considered the godfather of all this.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of the first that recorded up in Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, that record Fluffy.
Now he went to Charlie Patton's grave. My friend Brandon. He went and found that.
Well, Fluffy just noped that and didn't say goodbye or nothing.
I
I accept.
Oh, he just bailed.
Yeah. He
What
pulled a
time's it out
Dave.
there?
Oh, I don't know what
Oh, he had to go.
7:49. I mean, you know,
He showed some.
he
Man,
showed some cool shit. Yeah, that record he showed that you liked of that Japanese
Cicada?
record or whatever, huh?
the Cicada.
I guess I don't know. The one
Here,
with the
I
weird,
liked all the records.
the one with the weird
Well,
lady on the
Rob
cover
had
or
good
whatever.
stuff tonight too, man. Rob had good,
Anyway,
hard to find stuff.
see you,
Both
Fluffy.
those guys.
Hmm.
Oh, Roberto's wondering why the people put in numbers. It's the poll.
Yes, it was the poll.
It's the poll. It's not. It's not the. It's
This
not
poll.
Mike's patented poll.
You can resume the poll though. Check that out. So yeah, if you want to vote, Roberto, you can. These polls are cool because they're on the screen. Yeah. So vote, Roberto. You can have the last word. It's funny that people are going about 3+. That's yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so if you see like with me, if you get the Roy Hargrove, Abby Lincoln, Bill Evans, that's 3 right there.
Yeah.
And then I want the McCoy Tyner and Buster Williams.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, and then that James Brandon Lewis.
Is that RSD?
Yeah.
Huh?
Is it RSD? What is that one?
It's on Tao Records. It's with I think it's with a string quartet.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm sure they'll release it. And it's Tao Records. I don't want to say widely because their vinyl, when they do vinyl, it's always in limited numbers, basically.
Yeah.
Now you want to know what RSD's done that screws me over every year now? They started this whole Lost Tapes series of Motorhead.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're on volume fucking 7 tomorrow.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm probably going to go out there with a pinched nerve in my back because I started getting them and I was like, well, I can't stop now.
Stop
because
whenever
the
you
covers
want,
are cool and the shows they pick out are all soundboard and it sounds killer.
Can't
It's
you just
overkill.
Can't you get like bootleg copies of that shit on CD or something though?
Man, I'm screwed. They're not that expensive. They're 30-some bucks.
Well, shit.
But damn, they got me onto volume fucking 7. And they're all doubles or triple. They're all doubles. Volume 7. They're killing me with this. They need to run out of volumes.
Yeah.
But now I want that Cecil Taylor.
Showered everyone with you showered.
You showered everyone with your tubes. Wow,
Chris, get Felipe to send me the Cecil Taylor from the Gravy Train.
No, he's gonna send it to me. What the fuck are you talking about? No.
Damn it.
Send it to you. Hell no.
Sharing is caring, man.
So I'm gonna try to get the Waldron off of him. Probably maybe the Taylor.
Yeah, because that fourth side sounds killer with
Joe Henderson. I don't know. Or maybe not Joe Henderson. Maybe he'll want that one. I would say about Jamal because it sounded like he didn't care about that.
Well, once I heard Brackeen was on the Henderson,
That's funny. Is that an R. Kelly
reference? Drip, drip, drip.
On you.
Chappelle, man.
You know what? Did you see it? No, something's happening.
It's still a class. That's still a classic.
Yeah,
all the Chappelle episodes. I used to binge them with my old roommate.
The Black Klansman was probably the fucking best. I love that shit. That was so crazy.
That was great.
Oh, black white supremacist.
Oh, that was great.
Condoleezza Rice sounds like a Mexican dish. Why don't we feed her the Mexicans so Mexican eat her?
Oh, it's so crazy.
Oh man,
that was a deep one too, man. That was like a 15-minute long skit. It was
crazy. The one Chappelle skit that's been on Instagram lately.
Yeah.
Was the white or what was it? Because he cusses out the reporter and I about cry every time. What was it? Shit. The CIA director goes to Africa and brings back yellow cake.
Oh yeah.
The yellow cake and the old guy sitting there. Don't you drop that shit? I was fucking because he said something about you talk. they got yellow cake. I was dying, man. He kills me.
Yeah, those things those things are timeless.
I don't know if anybody's ever done shows like that as good as Chappelle did, man.
Yeah.
What was that, like 2002 to 2003, around there?
It's just timeless. I mean, God, you could just go through like so many episodes and go, Jesus.
Yeah, what's her name? The chick that sucked at the Oscars that does the roast. What the fuck is her name? I'm trying to remember now.
Oh, yeah.
She's funny as fuck, though, dude. She's savage as shit in those
roasts.
That does the roast?
Nikki, yeah, Nikki.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. She is ruthless. It's funny as hell. And they did one on Trump before he was president. Nikki Glazer, yeah. They did one on Trump before he was president. He's got no sense of humor of any kind. So he's such a fucking idiot. He just looks like an asshole the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she does good. Yeah, she's good at roasting anybody.
Mm.
Speaking of Trump, I thought it was funny as soon as he decides he's going to blockade the strait, Iran's like, the strait's open for business. Like, fuck you. You know?
See, there's a lot of things
we've
going
won,
on,
but like, you know, within shit, you're just like a fucking idiot now because okay, it's open then.
Well, the main thing that they screwed up, and no one's talking about it, is we sent 2 destroyers in there and actually shut down and turned away some ships ourselves. And I think there was about
he blockaded the whole fucking strait.
Well, we did that, and I think we turned away about 8 ships headed for China.
Yeah,
China responded to that. None of the TV channels here are going to report this, but they said, okay, you're gonna block that. They're blocking the South China Sea right now. China is blocking the South China Sea. That's like 20% of everything that goes anywhere.
Yeah.
They're like, here's this, motherfuckers. Don't fuck with China right now. They're smarter than this administration on every level. It's fucking crazy, man.
That doesn't take much, you know.
No.
Like the thing with Hegseth where he quoted the
Oh yeah, he's quoting supposedly the Bible, and it's
fucking Pulp Fiction
movie.
Oh, he's praying the Pulp Fiction prayer and shit. Like, you're such a fucking idiot, dude.
Oh man,
there's no coming back from that. That's just
unfortunately it is for him. You know,
it's not a low bar. It's just a
segment of the population that will.
Oh, dude, we got fucking idiots running the whole country. Just like every one of them's a dumbass. You know, I saw Scott Bessent's stupid ass, the Treasury Secretary, telling everybody, "Here's how you can get more money: change your withholding." So that you'll get more money this year.
And then you get nothing at the end of the year.
And then you're gonna be fucked. You're gonna have to pay out the ass. You have to pay the IRS out the ass come next April, you know. Fucking stupid, man.
People, man. Just what rocks did these people climb out from under, man?
Fox News, bro. It's the Fox News is running the country.
Oh, that was so funny. Oh, that I mean, I hate to say it made my day. But
yeah, I mean, they're making comedy gold for us every day. Like the comedians I don't think the comedians want this to end. I think they want the chaos because they've got enough fuel to. They don't have to write They don't have to write jokes anymore. They happen in real fucking time.
Yeah,
all day with these motherfuckers.
Well, half the problem is half the comedians are fucking Joe Rogan acolytes that were all for it anyway. So.
Oh man, I don't know. It's wild and out.
I mean, hey, if the war's going to end, that's great. He can claim victory. I don't give a fuck. Just like stop the stupid bullshit, you know.
Yeah.
I did see that we're thinking about giving them $20 billion for their uranium. Like, so are we going to go in and pay to dig it all out of the fucking mountains we buried it under?
No, nothing's gonna happen. It's all a smoke screen for whatever else is going on behind the scenes, which is probably building a fucking casino in Gaza or whatever the hell they're gonna build there.
That's fair. Anyway, well,
all right, guys,
but we are almost to 3 hours. It's good, man. Thanks for hanging out, y'all.
Yeah, no problem, man. I think
good luck tomorrow, guys.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to go early.
Oh Well, it sounds like that place you go, Mike. You'll get everything there anyway.
Yeah, no, they're great. I actually like I said, I don't know. I really don't understand what their rationale for investing in record stores as much as they do.
Well, does anybody walk away with some gear from there or whatever else they're selling?
Not really. I mean, they do well. I mean, they do well on record store. They don't get me wrong, but they're more like an equipment store. They're more like equipment
maybe
store.
it helps them put eyes on their equipment.
I mean, they're like big at they're big with with hip hop. That's their whole history of them.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
So
so they're established anyway. They don't even need the RSD.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I would think they wouldn't, but they go whole hog.
Oh shit!
What store is it?
It's called Rock and Soul.
Yeah,
I remember you mentioned them last year, the year before.
Yeah, they're great. They're great. I mean, even like stuff like a few years ago, they put out. It was one of those Bill Evans that was really done for RSD Japan. They had copies of that.
Oh wow, that's cool.
And they're actually really good.
Cool, man.
What is Reverto? And they open up at 12. What are you talking about?
All right. Well, yep. Have fun at RSD, everybody. We'll
all right.
See what everybody picked up next week.
All right.
All right. Take care, man.
All right.
Bye.